Okay, I am streaming. Wah, 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 wah. I am Cincinnati man. What's up, Jay? Hello, everybody. Waiting for you guys to flood in. Y'all know, like, when the stream doesn't start until I get an email saying that the stream started. So I'm just waiting for that. Brr, 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 brr. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, are you guys ready? I would put my noise gate back on, but no. Yeah, hello everyone. We're finally doing it. We're finally doing it. The white women answer the call for Kamala. just the title is just like, wow, really? The one with the men, the white men, was bad enough. You kind of like, that one was more sad. Oh, Refined Wood Designs just subscribed. Congrats and welcome to the show. But yeah, that one was more sad because, you know, damn well, at least 70% of the dudes they got to do that stream were completely checked out and just doing it to make sure their career doesn't get fucked up. You know what I mean? They're trying to preserve what they have left in the wasteland of Hollywood. And then the rest of them were genuinely diehards of this current administration and like liberalism in general. But yeah, most of them were just, yeah, look, I'm just trying to make sure I don't get canceled. But this, I heard this was a completely different animal. Like, it was like extra cringe to look at because these bitches, like, a lot of these bitches genuinely believe what the hell they're saying. But yeah, let's get to it. I don't want to wait because this is like 2 hours and 12 minutes long. But as you all know, if there's any boring parts, I'm gonna skip right past them. So it doesn't even matter. But still, you know, it's 2 hours.
In this election, we each face a question.
Oh God.
What kind of country do we want to live in?
Broke, fetishized, and broke. Billy F 199. Yeah, 199 super chat. Hey Jay, can't wait to watch this utter train wreck. Same here.
Country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom.
Oh God, it's so cringe too because we didn't know where the fuck this Kamala bitch even was when Biden was running things. Like, she was out to lunch. She was going out doing whatever. No one had even seen her. And now, and then like Biden, his mental health gets so fucking bad, where she has to usurp him, and people are leftists instantly fell in line and was like, oh, we love her so much, we love her, even though she did a piss poor job during the debate. Like, when she was running, she did a piss poor job, and I don't think people really cared about her like they said they did. But it's like, yeah, they just immediately just fell right in line. And now they're pretending like they love this bitch, and I'm like, what? It's almost scary to watch. Oh my God, Menendez. Wait, Menezes. Oh my God, fuck. I'm so Leah. 199 super chat. Snow bunnies for hairs. Thank you, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Jegson Voorhees. That's because Kamala was hiding under the desk puppeteering Biden. But like I said, it was just scary how people were started simping for her. Like, it's really weird. Oh wait, this is copyrighted. Skip.
So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com.
It's going to be one that 136,000 of you answered the call, and tonight I think is going to be one that we remember for a long time. My name is Liz Manella. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a volunteer with Women for Harris.
Of course, you're from Chicago.
A mom of 2 little girls, and I could not be more hyped to be your host this evening. This call went from a 5 a.m. tweet by Shannon Watts to a reality in less than 72 hours. We were inspired by the 44,000 Black women who organized a call in the 8 hours following the announcement of Vice President.
We were inspired by Black women. Well, that's on brand. Kruger forever. 199 super chat. Who are you gonna call? White Busters. Bumcrack Jones. Remember the Long Bros. Honkies for Harris.
President Harris's candidacy, and they came together to raise $1.6 million and show their support for Kamala Harris. And Joy,
anyone who don't like any regular person who donates to this shit is a moron. You can't pay your fucking bills because of these people, and now you're donating money to them. Like, you're like, no offense, but you're retarded. At least with Trump, it's like you knew like what you've seen his first 4 years. It's like, yeah, this nigga put money in my pocket. I'm gonna put a little money in his. Like, if you don't donate to him, it makes sense. But like these other like Kamala or anybody from that like camp, you're just like, why the fuck you giving them money? You fucking idiot.
Reed put it best when she said, Joteka Edie and Win with Black Women ran the first leg in that relay. Then they
bread last. Damn, they congregated the most unemployed demographic with the most free time, and they could only get 30K.
Handed the baton to Win with Black Men, and now here come the white ladies in formation for Kamala Harris.
Hang on.
Black women, their support for Kamala Harris. And Joy Reid put it best when she said, Joteka Edie and Win with Black Women ran the first leg in that relay. Then they handed the baton to Win with Black Men, and now here come the white ladies.
Which won't happen, by the way, because at the end of the day, they're still men.
Kamala Harris and democracy. Who's got next? Democracy is a team sport. So let's go. That is what we are doing here. We are answering the call and building on the momentum started by Win with Black Women, continued by Latina women, AAPI women, and many more. The amount of giant Zoom calls this week has been insane. I'm pretty sure the folks at Zoom are like sleeping in their offices. For this call, we had a Zoom world record number of people try to register, and Kamala Harris broke Zoom. This call has more attendees than any other call in the history of Zoom. And I just want to thank all their support staff and remind you guys, drink water, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
3.5 months of this. And I think all this energy just like proves how electable Kamala Harris is.
all this manufactured hype. This proves. Oh, hang on a sec, guys. Oh, no. Damn it. No. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, it's just not, okay. The fuck? Well, that's not working. Well, whatever. What can you do? Let's get back to it.
So this is just the first step. We will all come together again this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern for a unifying call all together hosted by Women for Harris. And the link to register for that is in the chat now. Does everyone see it? So click on that.
No.
And you're going to register for that call. And we're going to do this all again Sunday evening.
We're going to do it all again.
Okay, we have... Arkanu, drink water, stay hydrated. That has to be the whitest thing ever. True. Like, it's one of those internet sayings. An amazing lineup of speakers.
Bumcrack Jones, their healing crystal can't save us from communism.
Tonight, I personally have had like many fangirl moments over every single one of them. If you can, make sure you stay on.
Many fun girl
Have
moments.
some exciting surprises. And if anybody you know is texting you or tweeting you that they're having trouble getting onto the call, registering for the Zoom, anything, talking points to say to help you use the campaign. So the link to donate directly to the campaign.
Hi.
Hi.
Here we go. All right, who the fuck are these? Hold on, go back. I might have heard of Shannon Watts, maybe. Excuse me. But yeah, Pink is the only and Connie Britton. Only two recognizable people here.
Carol.
Hi.
Hi, Carol.
I'm so excited. I just wanted to start everybody off with my barking dog.
Why? Some bitches just don't know how to let go. Why you wearing that hoe? See, you know, if you wear like a Nirvana shirt or a teenage, or like a promotional T-shirt for the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, you're just being nostalgic. When you wear a 2016 Hillary shirt, that's just desperation. That's desperate. That's like, I have a sandy vag.
And to challenge everybody, I'm going to make a contribution of $50,000.
Some rich white bitch with too much time. That's just what that tells me. Some rich white leftist bitch with too much time on her hands.
And that'll match the first 50,000. How about that? How about we find let's pick a time. How much time?
Let's go. 5 minutes. Let's see if we can do it the next 5 minutes.
$50,000. Spend.
Because I remember during the male version, they were like, "Oh, we got like," they were getting like millions of donations and people watching like every fucking few minutes. So you know that shit was manufactured. But the women shit, it's like they're so delusional, anyways. It's like every little bit. It's like, well, you know, we're doing so well. Like, we only have like 30K people in support of this or even watching. That means we're doing extranomically, garbagely well.
My money, ladies.
Come
Spend
on.
my money. Let's go.
Okay, so everybody,
Got us, okay? White women.
the link to donate, or you can click.
They don't even have like a meter
call.com
of how many people are donating.
Through that link on our website, or the link in the chat, because that's how we're going to be able to track our progress this year.
Arturo Vegas, 50K could have been donated to the homeless or an orphanage, but sure, let's throw it away to the stream. Yeah.
See if we can do it. So now,
these are the bitches who roll up their windows whenever they even get close to a brown neighborhood.
Thank you so much, Carol. You're a queen.
Oh my God, my pleasure. Go.
You are a queen.
Love you.
Let's go. Okay, to kick us off on a note of hope and empowerment this evening is Andrea Gibson, the Poet Laureate of Colorado. Andrea, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me all. Hey, everyone. So
It's just, oh wow, that look, oh, she just got one of them looks.
when Trump was elected 8 years ago, it was a hard day. And the first thing that I
For you. For you. God damn it. Hang on, I'm trying to tweet this out because I forgot to. Oh, Cross, $2 super chat. Their faith in vag keeps them from needing a meter.
wrote that day was, even when the truth isn't hopeful, the telling of it is.
What? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. The way we write history is gonna be more hopeful than actual history.
And I, like most of us here, had to face and speak truths about the devastating impact of that administration.
You are as boring as you're decorating. Excuse me. Look at this boring ass shit. Did you just move in? Billy F. $4.99 super chat. To me, that Elizabeth chick looks like she desperately tries to find dates, but just spends her days alone with a cat named Named Susan B. Anthony, damn.
On our most vulnerable populations.
Yeah, so not you motherfuckers. Star 499 super chat. Very sad how people only support Kamala because she's not the orange guy without looking at policy. She has no policies. And what she does have is like the most fucking generic liberal shit. Like, who cares? We've seen it all before. I really worry for this country and its future. True.
The next thing I wrote after that was, let your heart break so your spirit doesn't. And by
Oh, this is so fucking corny.
feel anything you have to feel to keep your
Just feel. Don't think, bitches. Just feel. I mean, that's the whole basis of how y'all vote.
spirit awake and present, because times like this demand that we not go to sleep.
Don't go to sleep. Stay awake and go batshit insane.
Carve out intentional space to feel whatever anger.
She's like, there's so many intentional space. Feel what you need to feel. Jesus Christ.
Fear and grief you have to feel to not go numb. 8 years later, many of us have been feeling fear, grief, and anger over the possibility of another Trump presidency.
Like, if you could just fucking name anything that he did that was terrifying during his presidency, that would be great. That would be fucking great. Like, a lot, like, just chicks with no fucking time, like, with all the time on their hands in the world. Nothing to do. Just all they have is to sit around and fucking think about themselves, which is, you know, like, because chicks were already like neurotic any fucking way. So when we don't have shit to do, it just gets worse. When we have to, I'm worried about the state of the world. So when pampered white chicks, when they just have nothing to do, like, it's even worse. It's even fucking worse when it's them. It's like the shit where you watch Inside Edition and then, you know, it's like some fucking clickbaity news. It's some clickbaity news report about it. Your salad is killing you, and then suddenly you come home and your mother like fucking throws away all the salad in the house. It's that type of shit. You're like, you don't know what the fuck. Like, shut up, you fucking psycho. Jack Diamond, $2 super chat. I'm like, you will believe anything. Jack Diamond, $2 super chat. Is she cosplaying as a nerd to shove in a locker? She looks like it. She looks like a fucking retired folk singer, a male folk singer. Morton McFork. He was mean on Twitter, that tangerine tyrant.
But as the words President Harris entered our orbit, we suddenly have a whole prism of new emotions.
A prism of new emotions. Y'all didn't give a rat's ass about this bitch. Be for fucking real. Nobody gave a fuck. Like, not even her own people gave a fuck about her. Y'all are forced to, because you're fucking neurotic. And plus, the other guy has mashed potatoes for brains, so you kind of have to, because you won't let anyone else be the liberal candidate. You wouldn't let RFK represent you. That's why he went over to the other fucking side. And don't even get me started, which y'all did to Bernie. Like, y'all don't see, because y'all are like I said, neurotic and easy to manipulate. Y'all rejected any fucking candidate that had a dick and balls and was lighter than eggshell, except for Biden, of course, though, because he was next to Barack, so that made him not white by association for some reason, despite the fact that he's exactly the toxic white male that y'all like to talk about.
Fueling our spirits. We have the goosebumps of excitement. We have boot-laced hope. We have the electricity.
We have boot-laced hope. We have Stanley Cup courage.
Of possibility, the lifeblood of curiosity. We have an energized commitment to defeating any campaign that has
Free Paragon. She looks like she's auditioning for Mumford and Sons.
we are coming together to create something vibrantly new. And this is
It won't be
one
new.
step on that road. Right now,
And what kills me is, like, you know, these bitches hate poor people, like, with a passion. Like, they hate it when they show up in their fucking neighborhoods, when, like, new fucking people show, like, because those Karens that people always talk shit about. These are them. These are them. They hate anything. They hate anything. They're like some of the most bougiest fucking people. Like, leftist women, like, they're the bougiest fucking people. So the fact that they're so willing to create more poor people and more homeless people that they have to complain about is just everything you need to know. They love complaining. They want to create more. They want problems always, so they can keep needing something to complain about. Billy F. $4.99 super chat. Wait, I wasn't paying total attention. Is this some weird attempt at poetry or some cringeworthy shit like that? Regardless, it's a fucking leftist woman talking. So she thinks she thinks it's as important as that always. I am Cincinnati Man $4.99 super chat. Hey Jay, Cincinnati Man here. If one of them quote, "He gonna put y'all back in chains," shaking my head, they think they cooking with their poetry.
marginalized communities are doing most of the work for change. We are seeing this in the organizing around the horrific murder of Sonia Massey by police in her home. Black women are showing up, including
Oh yeah, that one instance, that one instance that happened, recently, that the media told us to care about. That clearly has something to do with Trump being president, even though he's not president right now, but he will be president. So that means black women are going to die. Why are we using this woman's tragic death for this? Right, because we're assholes and pieces of shit.
Vice President Harris. And this tonight, as you all
Murder.
with white privilege, discussing what we are going to do,
Y'all got privilege, but it's not really because you're white. It's because, you have privilege. You have money. You have money to burn on politicians that will have no effect on your livelihood going forward, but will have every effect on our livelihood going forward. So
we're going to use our privilege for how we are going to show up.
Because I bet you a lot of these hoes married the richest motherfuckers on the planet, some of the richest people, or they got their bones either being an actor or a singer or some shit like that. So you're just useless women.
Changes are we going to make to transform our world for the better? One of the most committed activists in my life says that we can only go where we have first gone in our hearts and minds.
Oh God.
We have to first be able to imagine something. If we are
Imagine all the white women.
I invite us to put active effort into that imagining, because in this political climate, it is really easy to know what we're against. But it is so
Is it
for each of us to know.
See, I still don't know, and that motherfucker was president for 4 years, and this other motherfucker was president for 8 years. So you clearly still hasn't sunken in with y'all.
What we are for is such an expansive, creative, and empowering conversation. We know that Trump policies do not impact white women.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's what y'all hate. We might have to get jobs and not have promiscuous sex. We might not be able to get an abortion. So it's horrible. We can't live the decadent pity me lifestyles that we used to, and we have to preserve it. Trump does not represent white women. I love how in the same breath they say they have all this privilege and shit. And also that if Trump becomes president, they no longer have their white privilege. Isn't that funny? Isn't that interesting? Interesting, right? Yeah. It just things that make you go, that's weird.
The way they do people of color. It's we know that Trump policies do not impact white women the way they do people of color. It's crucial that we acknowledge that many of us would not fear for our
You mean this person of color who had more money in her pocket when he was president? That's how Trump affected me, but whatever. Because when Obama was president and when Biden was president, that's when me and my family started suffering. But whatever. It's whatever. But y'all always had money. Because that's the thing. Either you married into wealth or you got into some profession where it was guaranteed that you would have money. Like either being an actor or a singer. And Trump is not affecting y'all. He's not affecting y'all's lifestyle. You're right. He doesn't affect y'all's lifestyle like he affects everyone else. Everyone else he affects positively. And when it comes to these leftist white women, it's like, oh no, we might not be able to be like lazy slores anymore. Like, oh no. So yeah, she's right about that. Shelly Psychologist, $10 super chat. It's a little pair. Ooh, doo, doo. I am Cincinnati man, so Trump hates black people, Mexicans, and white women. Goddess of Chaos, they're dogging Trump as if they wouldn't be the first to start reaping the benefits under his presidency. Yeah, like I didn't see motherfuckers choosing to spend more on food because we had to reject this presidency. I would, instead of enjoying my $2.50 a gallon gas, I'm gonna spend $5 a gallon because I'm not gonna benefit off this shit. I didn't see anyone trying to reject all the benefits that he set up. I ain't see that shit. You want to be a true ally, like start paying more in taxes. Like really, you really stick it to him. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna fucking do that. You're not gonna do that.
lives under 4 more years of Trump to the extent that others would.
Mars, a $6.99 super chat. Saw your comment on Diesel's video about D'Angelo. Never understood how that mophead leftist amassed such a large following. Apparently, if you have like mid moral takes, you can trick people into thinking that that's not fair. Because I haven't seen too much of his shit. Like every time I watch his stuff, I'm like, okay, but anyone can have this opinion. He's no different from those chicks. Like, there's a bunch of like dime a dozen YouTuber chicks who have the pastel vibe about their channels, and they're always like moralizing about everybody on fucking YouTube, and it's like anyone could have this opinion. But instead, they're hyper smug about it. Like, that's him, but he's a dude. It's nothing special, not really. Not saying I'm any better than him. I'm just saying I don't think he's that great. Nelson the Gentleman, $2 super chat. Don't you love woke white girls telling you what to think? Yeah, it's not annoying at all.
But as we acknowledge that, I also invite us to go much deeper to the core of our nature until we can feel that our lifelines are braided with the veins of every living person, until we can
everyone accepts any kind of right winger ever.
really feel
or centrist, or anyone who's just like a basic liberal and not full on like lefty psycho.
that separateness is a myth, a lie manufactured by a patriarchal, capitalist, white supremacist machine. A lie that the Trump administration thrives.
Who the fuck said, like, in this didn't age well. after him teaming up with Gabbard and RFK. This did not age well. He wants to separate us, and then he links up with, I think, either it's two liberals or one liberal and one like central, not centrist, but one independent or libertarian. I forgot what the fuck she is, but yeah, he teamed up with either one or two liberals to help him out with his campaign. Like, this did not age well. Santino, fuck. Oh, this chat sometimes. Santino Schooneman? I'm gonna go with Schooneman. $4.99 super chat. Hey Jay, you're gonna play that new pro Antifa game, Dustborn? It's a great idea for NOC. What? I'm gonna look into that. I'll look into that because I have no idea. That sounds weird. Caesar Augustus, 99% of these morons can't name one favorite accomplishment outside of vibes. Papa Piker, remember Long Bros? Is this the Elliot Page clone convention? Oh, you know what? She does look like Elliot Page. I'm not even gonna lie. Magical Pixie Horse, $5 super chat. You mentioned this woman worrying about abortions. This whiny fake concern. Tony Hale looking bent doesn't have to worry about that. But she knows she's gonna worry about it anyway, even though it doesn't even apply to her. Because either she's already going through the hot flashes, or she's a lesbian, or her uterus is just out to pasture in any sense.
I know this is gonna irk some people, but when I speak of how connected we are, I also mean we are connected to those who we might perceive as enemies.
We are all
Right
connected
now, I
to the
am
great
dealing
circle
with
of
a
white
terrible
leftists.
cancer diagnosis. I've been doing chemotherapy almost nonstop for the last 3 years.
For real?
It's a place where people are fighting for their lives. When I am there, I am passionately rooting for everyone to survive. I feel deeply connected to each person in that room. And sometimes those people are wearing MAGA hats. What?
Wait, what the fuck she say?
Deeply connected to each person in that room. Deep there, I am passionately rooting for everyone to survive. I feel deeply connected.
Oh my god, she's putting on like the voice break thing. Like, I just survive. Shut up, bitch. Ryan Bannon, $2 super chat. Just got here. Finally, some white women. Idiot Toastin, $4.99 super chat. Not forgetting Dangly Walnut going after Turkleton Thomas over jokingly pretending to be racist back when he was a minor.
To each person in that room. And sometimes those people are wearing MAGA hats. What I am for is
You're full of shit.
actively hunting out the parts of myself that are also misguided, that are
Bullshit.
also
You just called like his dude's entire administration like white supremacists. You're not focused on changing yourself. Please.
not
You don't even acknowledge all the things that he's done that were good during his run as president. So yeah, that's bullshit.
seeing clearly because of my privilege. What I am for is remembering our compassionate nature, feeling the roots that connect us all, living beyond ourselves, and caring beyond our own lifespans. What I am for is feeling everything we have to feel to keep our spirits awake for this moment, this incredible.
Magical Pixie Horse, $2 super chat. It's scary how little there is behind her eyes. True. Excuse me. True. Okay, this Dustborn game is like $30. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a little too. From what y'all have said, that's a little bit too much money for me.
Incredible moment where we have an opportunity to elect our first woman president, a seed of change to help.
Yeah, that's really all they want. They want the vagina. Literally and figuratively. They just want a vagina in the White House, like every fucking moment. We just want that moment. Like, it's just about the experience of having a woman in. It doesn't matter how she does. It doesn't matter how experienced she is. It doesn't matter if she's competent or whatever, or good, moral and all that. They just want the moment. They want that Obama moment that black people had when Obama got in office. They want that. Like, it's about the image And because that's what the world has turned into, like, social media logic. Like, I just want it because the experience will be great, you know, this is that feeling. Yeah. Joey Joseph, you just want it because you never had it before. But I assure you, when you finally get it, you probably won't like it. Joey Joester, member of the Longbones. How's it going tonight, Miss Longbone? It's going good. The great and powerful DC, $4.99 super chat. Am I really meant to believe she cares about MAGA Republicans? Why would she care about the survival of white supremacist patriarchs? Yeah, she's full of shit. Joe Vinny the Hyena, $5 super chat. Why must they always make themselves sound like cultists? Because they are. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking front. They do, like, they sound like they're in a cult half the time. They do. Terry Tate, office linebacker, $9.99 super chat. Just born, 1 out of 3. Or just born 1/3, I guess. I don't know what that means. Red Rose Spark, social media destroyed humanity. Yeah, people just, like, it's fucked with people's heads, especially if you are politically charged on the left, at least. Because everything becomes about, like, I need the experience. We need it documented. We need it. Like, that's what it is. It's just like the high you get when something happens to you. About documenting it and make it, like, and then being able to throw it in someone's face. It has nothing to do with actually helping people. Andrew Clark, $5 super chat. But Dustborn has powers like triggered, bully, gaslight, and cancel culture. It'll be amazing. Boy, Billy F. $1.99 super chat. Leftist women be cray. Confucius, probably. Oh, shit. Nick Braun? Oh, right. Oh, that's okay. I get it. Ryan Bannon was sending me, like, a third. Well, now it's 2/3 of the Dustborn cost. Okay. Fine. Okay, I get it now. The Best Badness, $420K, $2 super chat. Lady makes me want to eat sheetrock. Ryan Bannon, $10 super chat. 2/3 of Dustborn. Thank you. Nick Braun, $4.99 super chat for Dustbone. Oh, Lord, here we go. Billy, okay, I already read that. But yeah, it's just about, it's superficial. It's superficiality. They want that Obama moment. We're like, oh, when it finally happened. But then after like a year, the high will wear off. And once things start to hit the fan, because Kamala doesn't have any. There's nothing to her, like, at all. There would be somebody behind her making decisions. It would not be her. It would not be her at all. So then sooner or later, like, I bet, how much would I bet? Because they want the Roe v. Wade thing reversed, even though the only thing that happened was that it was left up to the states, which is like, this sounds like a good thing to me. It gives the states more, like, because the federal government making decisions, that type of decision for everybody, when half the country or more than half of the country doesn't agree with it, doesn't sound too good. So leaving it up to the states, basically making it like regional and letting the region where you're at decide whether or not that shit is okay with them. That sounds better to me. But no, it's like we don't have it anymore. It's over. They keep over dramatizing the shit and making it seem like it's way worse than it is. Magical Pixie Horse, $2 super chat. I'm likely wrong, but Dustborn looks like a parody. I don't know about the game yet. I'm just going by what y'all are saying. But when y'all tell me that something is woke and fucked up, I believe you, because I've been proven right every single time. But yeah, they genuinely believe that the Roe v. Wade thing, because like that could have been, like, Biden could have done something for that a long time ago, but he didn't. Because number one, his brain was Swiss cheese, and the second of all, like, somebody behind him was making all the decisions, and like he wasn't gonna do shit, because a part of him probably doesn't give a fuck about that situation anyway. Like, these people in fucking office are so old, they probably don't like abortion either, like, liberal or not. They probably don't like abortion either. They're so fucking old. Annie Marie K, $1 super chat. Thank you.
Bloom a more beautiful future. Tonight, let us fuel our energy by imagining
Feel our energy.
beyond what we ever thought possible,
Cynical person cheeks from Malik. Oh, Lord.
so we can do the work of creating it together. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like we all just went to collective therapy. That was so beautiful. So much. To do this work, we need to first kind of slow down and open our hearts. So thank you so much for that. An update on how we did on our challenge issued by Carol. We raised $100,000 in the last 7 or 8 minutes.
Way to go, everybody. Thank
job.
you. Oh my
One person just gave you 50K. So yeah, the fact that you for the last couple minutes we got like 100K. Small potatoes compared to the male version of this stream. the male version, they raised how much money they fucking raised? It was millions of dollars. Let's just say that.
Not only did we match,
Anne Marie K, $1 super chat. Thank you.
we doubled it. Well done, everyone. Keep going. We have our next match coming from Katie McGrath. You Gen Z girls might know her.
Okay, I think I know who the fuck that is.
And she is coming in with another $50,000 match. So let's see if we can do this one. We doubled the last one. So let's see if we can triple this, quadruple it. So I want you to take the donate link and send it to your favorite group.
Yeah, isn't she married to somebody famous? Isn't she married to like George Stephanopoulos? No, that's that blonde bitch. But isn't Katie McGrath married to J.J. Abrams? Hang on. I think she's married to J.J. Abrams. No. That can't be the same fucking Katie McGrath. Oh, yeah, okay. The funniest thing? Katie McGrath, like the actress from Supergirl, is all huge and shit, right? Damn. She's all huge and shit on Google. And there's like a little blurb like, oh yeah, Katie McGrath, that bitch just married to J.J. Abrams. Like it's above hers, but it's so small. But no, Katie McGrath, like the beautiful chick from Supergirl, she's got like a big ass, like, yeah, this is Katie McGrath, bitch. Oh, yeah, the other Katie McGrath, spouse of J.J. Abrams. That's funny.
My personal favorite one on my phone is called Witches for Harris. So
Witches for Harris? Ew.
Dropping the link into my Witches for Harris. Get your friends to donate. Let's start to feel our collective power. So everyone take out those phones.
Our collective powers. Get our crystals out. The wolf's bane.
Chat. Put in answerthecall2024.com.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? Like another bitch who married a famous dude.
Our next speaker, and thank you so much, Katie. There's Katie. Hi.
Like you should have known there was some a satanic power behind this stream.
Is a writer and a community organizer. Glennon, please take it away.
Am I unmuted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
He seems like an asshole too. I don't know. Just radiating the cunt energy. And the bad type of cunt. Billy F. 499 super chat. Oh, thank God it's not Katie McGrath that actually matters. I like that one. Well, she's not even from here anyway. What the fuck would she care? Pressed V. Hello, Jay Longbone. Hello.
So when I saw this idea, this women meeting,
Your voice is wobbly.
Shannon, my first
Who the fuck is talking? And why is their voice wobbly?
thought was, wait, are we?
Wait, is this?
Am I unmuted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, it is the video. What the fuck? Yeah, that's the stream. The host will be right back. Oh, wow.
We weren't kidding when we said we broke Zoom, right?
That was just mine.
Right?
I thought it was me.
That fucking lag.
So I think it dropped. But it looks
Yeah, as soon as God heard that there was like some witches in the chat, he was like, nope. You bitches are going down.
We still have 48,000
slowly
people.
coming back up. I see we were at 100K. So I think it just dropped for everybody and then rebooted.
666 Kagome or Kajome, whatever. 4.99 super chat. It's got a little one. Oh yeah, their first super chat on live stream. That's what that means. I gotta keep up with this. Jesus Christ.
So and then the number's going back up. So it was at 48. Now it's at 49.
48.
I'm just gonna wait for it to come back up.
Shannon should tweet that we're coming back online. And Liz, our donation link is not working, I think, because everyone is flooding it. So
Everyone, yeah, that's why. No, God stepped in. He was like, "Oh, so y'all practicing dark magic too?" Like, nah, y'all gotta go.
Kamala Harris.
Mars Pink, like the singer, yeah. I mean, you should have known that was coming.
.com.
We're not in.
Let me
I
check
have
on
another
that.
link.
Liz, I'll work on that.
Okay.
It's
We'll send
we're
a new
all
one
getting
in
it from
chat.
everywhere.
Immelman Ace, love you, J Longbone, enjoying the cringe at work. Thank you. Oh damn, I don't even know I can watch. Like, come on, bro, get it together.
I'll let go and let the Zoom gods. Glennon's back.
What
Yeah.
happened? Was it just me that left, or did
No,
everybody?
it was
leave?
everyone.
Everybody left. It may have some glitches, but just stay on. As they say, stay in line. If you are in line, stay in line. And we will work through
Mikey
this,
Gussler,
and we'll
$10
get
super
started
chat. Katie
next
McGrath,
week.
the wife of J.J. Abrams, used to use the Me Too movement to get the CEO of Warner Brothers fired from around 2017, which led J.J. to get that $500 million deal that he hasn't done anything with. Yeah. There were a lot of people who were making career moves with that shit, and it wasn't really about helping anybody. But yeah, that's just par for the course for Hollywood. Ryan Bannon, $2 super chat. If a man were there, this crap wouldn't happen. Like, yeah, even the Zoom shit for like white dudes for Harris, it didn't have any problems.
One chance to get back on for a sec.
You're halfway there, it looks like.
Oh, you're halfway there.
Love you, Shannon.
Come on.
How many people are
living on a prayer?
Everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it my Zoom? Is it your Zoom?
Oh my God! Hurry the fuck up!
Hi, everybody.
They still having problems.
So, election night is in 102 days.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'll be that night, but I know that when
Drinking Chardonnay in your living room, watching obsessively. Like, why are you even playing?
Congress wins and democracy survives, I don't want to be cheering like a spectator from the stands. I want to be laid out crying the tears of joy and exhaustion.
No, she's gonna lose, and y'all gonna do what y'all always do: make TikToks of y'all screaming in your cars. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
And connectedness that is only ever felt by the team who left it all on the field together. And after Kamala Harris
Blitzen gifted Jay Longbone 10 memberships. Thanks, Blitzen.
wins, the fight will sure as hell not be over. But the point is, it will be able to continue.
Like, what fucking fight? Like, what have you fucking lost over the past, 10 years? Like, 8 to 10 years. What the fuck have you lost? Like, you talking about, oh, we're losing. Like, what have you fucking lost? Y'all said y'all had privilege. Ironclad fucking privilege. So, like, what are y'all losing? Because you for damn sure ain't fighting for somebody like me. Broke as a joke.
You.
Struggling and shit through Obama's presidency and Biden's presidency. Like, what if y'all, like, get the fuck out of here. Mikey Gustler, $20 super chat. Speaking of Me Too, Marilyn Manson has made a huge comeback this year over the false allegations against him, releasing banger new music and touring with Five Finger Death Punch, which many say he's the best performer. Yeah, good on him. I knew that shit was like, because I don't like, what's her name? The chick who was accusing him. Evan, Rachel. I never liked her ass. Not an FBI, $2. So it wasn't really surprising to me that she was a liar. Not an FBI, $2 super chat. Imagine super chatting them. Go Karma, Indian woman.
All 150,000 of us here tonight are different. We are not coming together tonight to protect one particular group's belief.
Bullshit. Excuse me. We are all different. Okay, so where's the Trump supporters at? Where's the Trump supporters at? Where's the Republicans? I don't believe any of y'all are fucking Republicans. Get the fuck out of here.
We are coming together to protect the freedom of each to speak and fight and organize for her beliefs.
Yeah, her. Like, we're not fighting for any one person, but all the people here are fucking women. Although, like, the one thing we all have in common is that we're all fucking women, but we're not fighting for one type of person. You fucking contradict yourself immediately. Jack Diamond, $5 super chat. God, these lame nerds don't care about politics. These witches are just acting weird and quirky for no reason. Also, Crow was worse than expected. Oh, yes, it was, and I will be reviewing that. I know I'm always saying I'm going to review something, but like, I am. I definitely am. I'm just waiting for like a really good version of a really clear copy of the movie to come out so I can review it. I think I found one. But the thing is, I have to combine the audio from one copy and the video from another and, like, put them together. Because, yeah, we're at the really volatile stage of bootleg when it comes to this movie. So, but yeah, I'm going to review this shit because I didn't appreciate this movie, this remake. And I think I might have to go back and watch all the other Crow movies to really soak in where this one went wrong. But anyway, let's get back to this.
I will tell you off the bat, I don't believe that when Kamala Harris becomes president, injustice and racism and war will end.
No! You're just because you're the smartest white leftist lady who ever lived!
I have no delusions that the
Yes, you do.
establishment is the answer.
You still think it's a step, like, if you weren't delusional, you'd be like, yeah, women, we're kind of doing pretty good right now, especially in America, you know, one of the best countries ever. Yeah, we got I even said we're privileged as fuck. We all married into wealth. Or we have like some of the easiest, most lucrative fucking jobs ever. So we're doing pretty fucking good. Or you would have acknowledged how good we were, especially doing financially, when Trump was president, but you have this delusion that we're still in the 1950s, 1960s, and because you can't get a fucking abortion, you'll die. You'll keel over and die. Even though half you bitches, I'm sure, are fucking either pre or post-menopausal. Get the fuck out of here. Mikey Gustler, $20 super chat, and I saw Manson a few weeks ago, and he sounded great. He sobered up, got in shape, and practiced his vocals for the tour. Evan Rachel Wood is seething. The FBI raided his house and found no evidence that would make him guilty. Yeah.
The activists and the organizers, thousands of whom are here tonight, one of whom is my child.
My child.
And they are going to have to keep imagining, organizing, and fighting to expand the humanity that.
And yeah, fuck your kids. Who gives a shit? They're not going to see a woman president in their lifetime. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Like I said, fuck your children. Fuck them kids.
Power protects. And they're going to have to keep demanding a truer, more beautiful world. So what I'm doing during the next 100
It has to be more like we're leftist rich white women and the world just isn't beautiful enough for us. So we need it to be more beautiful. Get the fuck out of here.
Is everything in my power to elect an administration that will not hurt or silence the organizers, but will allow them to continue their world-saving work. When we started planning this call, I was listening to my dear friend Shannon Watts talk. And like every time I listen to Shannon, I thought, my God, Shannon is unshakable.
Shannon is unshakable.
I, on the other hand, am shakeable as shit. I live my life like a terrified dog in an eternal thunderstorm.
She said it, not me. She said it, not me. Bump Crack Jones, $2 super chat. J baby, Falcon and the Winter Soldier when? Oh God, I just don't know. Like, yeah, I will get it done. I fucking will. I just don't know when. I just don't know when to fucking work. Like, my creativity is funny. I work on what I really want to work on at the moment. Because if I work on something that I don't want to work on, it's just gonna be like, every day is just gonna feel like, I'm still working on this shit. It's gonna feel like it's gonna feel like work, and then that's when I start losing my nerve. But like, I'm definitely gonna do it. Sensino Schuneman for $15 super chat. You pronounced my last name correctly. Consider this being part of your Dustborn fun. Oh, thank you, and thank you for reassuring me about the pronunciation of your last name, because I'm always fucking up people's names. Kaiser in 20, F them kids, Michael Jordan. Billy F, 199 super chat, fuck them kids, Jay Nacken, Longbone Walker.
Shaking all day. And when I started showing up and speaking out and organizing for work like this, I was excited because I thought it was going to be amazing. I thought I'd say some good, smart stuff and everyone...
Good, smart stuff.
Yay, you are so brave and smart and good. So my first few actions, when everyone kept getting so angry at me, I felt really scared and confused. I figured I probably just needed to tweak things so I could get it right and everyone could be happy with me. I called a friend and said, can you help me figure out what I'm doing wrong? People keep yelling at me and threatening me and telling me I don't get it and I'm stupid.
Yeah! They're not wrong. I mean, what the fuck? Blitzen gifted 10 J Longbone memberships. Damn, Blitzen. I don't know what that entails. The whole gifting memberships thing. I don't know what that means. But like, still, it's like generous, whatever the fuck that means. Press V, so J Longbone, NOC 64, Dustborn soon. It would have to be a while because I would need to get paid first, because like I said, this, when you donate to like when you donate super chats through YouTube, it's gonna like take a month to get to me. But if you donated through my Streamlabs, then I could do it very soon, like within the coming week. Or within the next within these 2 weeks coming up. Just saying. But yeah, like if you send a super chat, I won't be able to like do the game until September, so like late September. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. But I'm just saying.
Died. And she said, yeah, Glennon, that's just what it is.
Because you're a retard. No, you're doing it wrong.
The pain, the backlash, that is the work. That's why white women so rarely do this work, because it's not safe. Because you have to get your...
Wow. That's why white women rarely do this work, because it's not safe. So what we're doing right now, streaming and talking about this shit, it's not the bare minimum. Not even the minimum. It's less than the minimum. Let's be real. We're gonna die from. We could die from this. This is like, we're basically U.S. Marines right now. Get the fuck out of here. And plus, like, death threats and like mocking memes and shit online. Come on, girl. Get the fuck out of here.
It's dirty. Because you might make your neighbors uncomfortable. because you also desperately need to be approved of and liked. You're so obsessed with getting things right that you don't do the right thing. This work is scary and messy.
Like, whoever the fuck told you that is 100% right. You're too worried. And this isn't just white women. This is like just women like this, like neurotic women in general. It's like y'all want to be liked. That's one of the reasons why y'all vote Democrat. Because you want to be liked. You don't want to be the odd person out. Y'all don't want to be the one that gets like looked at like, yeah, that's her over there. That's the uncooperative bitch. It ain't got nothing to do. Like she's admitting it right here. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with helping people. You just want to be liked. That's what it is. You just want to be liked. Because you are not, what are you doing? Exactly. That's the work. What are you doing? You're not doing any fucking thing. You're streaming and you're raising money that's already available because, like I said, these are money laundering schemes. Scott Ski 02, $2 super chat. White women were a mistake. 3 Paragon. Do you recommend OBS or Streamlabs more? You've inspired me to live stream as well, and I want your opinion. OBS is better. I tried that Streamlabs shit. It takes up too much RAM, and then like I think it did crash a couple times when I used it. Yeah, it's just too. It takes too much out of your computer, so it's better to use OBS. That's a lot safer.
Certain, and there's no getting it right. There's just being brave and getting your ass kicked.
Being brave
and getting it kicked again.
Oh, fuck out of here.
And I thought, okay, well, honestly, if someone explained it that way, I may have just focused on pickleball like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
For my shaky sisters, if you're newish to this, if you are considering answering the call to step up and out and into the gap between democracy and fascism, into the gap between Kamala Harris and all of the racist vitriol that's headed her way and the way of
headed her way. Which race? Which fucking what racism is she experiencing when she's not even like clear on a set race? What fucking race? Which one, bitch? Is she gonna get the poo jokes or is she gonna get the watermelon and chicken jokes? Which race? She ain't set on one, so we don't know what to bully her for, except bullying her for her being on her fucking knees for more experienced male politicians and social climbing. We can't attack her for race because we don't know what the fuck she is. She doesn't know what the fuck she is.
Women of color in this country, which we're already seeing introduced with phrases like DEI and affirmative action. Make no mistake, are the newest iteration of the racial slur.
No, it isn't. It's just a racial slur, even though we made it up and we put these policies in place and we're embarrassing ourselves and these people that we hire because we don't give a fuck. We just hire anybody brown, and we're making black people look bad, putting this shit into practice. No, like it's everyone else who made it a slur and made it a negative, gave it a negative connotation, not us.
If you decide to commit, you don't need to be unshakable. You can show up and speak and work, and you can shake the whole time. But I need you to know how it's going to go. It's going to be a shit show. The other side is coming hard, and it's going to be relentless. And
they're coming hard.
The backlash will feel like it's coming from the inside, and that will be destabilizing. People who you love and respect will disagree with you and say you don't get it and dismiss you, and that will break your heart. Bots will flood your comments and make things look even more divided than they actually are.
You're the one like who just said, "Oh, people will disagree with you, and that'll break your heart. That'll destroy you." Like, who's making it look divisive? It seems like you're making it look divisive.
People you're organizing with will hurt your feelings. Your leaders will be...
You as a white woman will cry white tears.
You will wonder who is in charge, and you will be desperate to talk to some kind of manager, and there will not be one.
Is this a fucking joke? Like, are you trolling? Honestly.
Struggle for me. You will lose some people. You will be afraid of getting whatever the equivalent of getting canceled is in your particular world. I was talking to my therapist this week about this hovering fear of mine. And she said, yeah, but what if every single bit of trust and credibility and social capital we have each built was saved up just for this moment? What if for this historic, vital moment, for our future, for our sisters, for our children, what if we just spent it all? And as my sister says, worried about getting canceled? Spoiler alert. If we stay quiet and don't fight, we're all getting mass canceled on January 20th, 2025 anyway.
Robot Chicken 671.99 super chat. Is she gonna get to the fucking point? I think these are her points. Ugh. Morton McFork, they will get all the black Trump supporters arrested for SA for Kamala, Wakanda forever.
So risk it now or get ready for it later. Our silence will not protect us. It never did. If we decide to show up, we don't have to wonder or worry that we might fuck up and get in trouble. We will fuck up and we will.
We will fuck up. It is inevitable. Yeah, I agree. Y'all fucking up right now, but you know.
Over and over, that's how this goes. Mistakes will be made and feelings will be hurt. And I will say out loud that I feel afraid about that.
Chardonnay will be spilled.
Do not yet know how not to turn on each other. I don't know how yet either. But this time I'm going to learn. Because listen to me, this moment could be historic in a different way too. We as a group of white women could do this moment and this 102 days differently. We could put ourselves out there and we could make mistakes and disagree and hurt each other's feelings.
Science Smile 4.99 super chat. 4.99 super chat, and it's your first super chat. I recommend checking out the Front Room 824 trailer. Karen vibes. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Like fucking Moesha, her first movie since ever. Steve DeLeon, member of the Long Bros. This bitch be tripping. Mr. E, think of the box of wine. Hard Rock Life. I like how she says sisters and children, nothing about those participants that assisted in making those children. No, of course not.
Of us and mock us even and not take our ball and go home. We could decide to care more about our children's futures than our own comfort. We could not just post trust Black women. We could also start doing it.
We could also start. Oh my God. We could also start not clutching our purse every time they walk past us on the street. It's like, what, when you full on fucking admit that you are that racist white woman, like, how is that supposed to get people to trust you? You know what I mean? It's like you want to, and I'm sure you want to convert people, like Black people who probably are conservative or want to vote for Trump or whatever. So I'm like, so if you are a backdoor racist, or just like a racist in general, like, how is that gonna help? How is you being a racist white cunt going to help get people from the MAGA side to come over to your side? Like brownish Black people, like the brownish and Black MAGA people. How are they supposed to trust you and come over to your side and be convinced when you're that racist white person that they've had to deal with their whole life? Think, McFly, think. Billy F 199 super chat. I'll take obviously rehearsed bullshit for 1,000. Robot Chicken 199 super chat. Did she just admit she doesn't trust black women? Yes, she did. But because she is a leftist woman, she's gonna do like, if you were to bring this to her attention, she would do the circular reasoning. Like she would do the mental gymnastics and be like, no, I meant like I'm the good white person who acknowledges that they're racist, but that doesn't change anything. Doesn't really change anything.
Recognize that black women know how to do this and we do not. That forever they have organized, unified, and delivered in elections more reliably than any other group, behind candidates that were far from perfect, who often didn't even deserve their votes, but who they knew best protected their families, communities, and future.
Hang on, rewind that.
Recognize that our own comfort. We could not just post trust black women. We could also start doing it. We could recognize that black women know how to do this and we do not. That forever they have organized, unified, and delivered in elections more reliably than any other group, behind candidates that were far from perfect, who often didn't even deserve their votes, but who they knew best protected their families, communities, and future.
And who are you implying that is? What do you mean? Some of them might not have been those candidates. Like, what candidates are you talking about? Is she like, are you talking about like the conservative black women who probably vote, or like the black women in general who voted for Trump, or someone conservative? Like, who are you talking about? Like, you're already speaking in a very condescending fucking tone. Oh, they voted against their best interest, but we need to love them the right way. We need to love them into being on the right side of history. Like, what are you talking about? Ryan Bannon, $2 super chat. This is the most racist woman I've ever seen. I'm wondering, like, who the fuck who are you talking about?
We could look at the numbers. How in 2016, less than 2% of black women voted for Trump, while 47% of white women voted for Trump. How in 2020, less than 5% of black women voted for Trump, while 53% of white women voted for Trump. We could see clearly that now is the time to learn from black women's ability to organize and unify and to follow their lead.
It's not organizing, it's just being brainwashed and complacent and bullshit. It has nothing to do with organizing. They're not even like, they don't even organize. Like, we don't even organize amongst ourselves. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, I will admit these white leftist women are semi-organized, but that's only because y'all got money. That's why that is. Baconivore, $4.99 super chat. This whole speech can be summarized as black women have no agency, so only our Karen powers combined can elect this poor black woman, even though this black woman is not black. But anyway, yeah, that is funny. And thank you for the super chat, Baconivore.
We could know that since we are 41% of the electorate, while they are 6%, it is beyond time for us to stop freeloading on their labor.
What labor? You just said they were like 6% of the fucking of the fucking voter base. So like, you just contradicted yourself again. Oh, there's so much labor, and we have to follow their lead. They know what they're doing, even though only 6% of them motherfuckers vote. Ryan Bannon, $5 super chat. If black women are so good at organizing, maybe you should have got some to set up your broken Zoom, dummies.
See clearly that now is the time to learn from black women's ability to organize and unify and follow their lead. We could know that since we are 41% of the electorate, while they are 6%, it is beyond time.
They are 6% of the electorate. So much work being done. Like, I basically low-key said that we're better at organizing, and you should follow our lead, even though we shouldn't. We should not. They're only 6%. Like, we're 41% of the electorate. They're only 6%. But whose lead are we trying to follow here? Like, yeah, this is just total fucking pandering and head patting bullshit. She wants to say, we need to get these bitches voting because they only 6% of the electorate. But no, she's really said, no, we need to follow their lead. No, what they really mean is, like, the head patting is just to sucker black women into teaming up with these bitches and then flipping the script and being like, oh, so you guys are gonna like vote, right? You're only 6% of the electorate. I'm saying, like, you lazy bitches. Billy F 199 super chat. Behold our PhDs in the apology. Idiotosin 499 super chat. Always find it funny how female and minority support for Trump, while still lower than for Biden, went up from 2016 to 2020. Laura Hugel, Jane Longbone for president. Oh, thank you.
For us to stop freeloading on their labor in protecting democracy.
What labor? They're only 6% of the electorate, bitch.
And start carrying our weight. Because if you're like me, you live with some regret and shame about not doing your part in 2016. About being too quiet then, believing that things would go our way without having to stick our necks too far out to make it happen. If we learned anything from 2016, it is that silent support is not support. That solidarity without risk is not solidarity. We will not make that mistake again. We will be loud in our support and embrace the risk that is required.
What fucking risk? What risk? You're not risking a fucking thing.
Solidarity. And when shit gets weird and scary, we could resist the temptation to crawl back under the
Mars. Oi, don't miss my super chat. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Mars 279 super chat. This call reminds me of deconstructing Karen, the deconstructing Karen NOC. Oh yeah, that was awful. I could barely get through that. This bunch of horrid bitches in that one. Luminous Brilliant. That's why I can't wait to see that that Matt Walsh documentary, his new one. Am I Racist? Because he like trolls those bitches, and I want to see that. I want to see that. Luminous Brilliance $2 super chat. Only you can talk about these bees. Lol. Thank you.
Wing of power that promises to shelter and protect us, but has always only existed to disappear us and to silence us. We could finally accept that no one is coming to protect us, that we protect ourselves and we protect each other. If we do that, if we stay the course and stay together, we will find that the safety we thought we were sacrificing never existed in the first place. And we will find that comfort doesn't compare to the joy and sturdiness and honor.
The sturdiness.
Abandoning approval and gaining the respect of other brave women fighting alongside us. That is safety. And that is why people keep coming back to get their asses kicked, because getting your asses kicked together for something righteous and good, there is nothing better.
Getting your asses kicked together.
And
yeah, that was always the mantra of every like successful war, or just any war in general. We could get our asses kicked together. Okay.
if we do this for the first time in this country as white women, here is what else will happen. Something will begin to grow between white women and women of color for the first time, and it will be trust.
Ugh, no, can't trust no leftist bitches. Get the fuck out of here.
Trust. We will finally be able to join together, and we will become the biggest coalition this country of women this country has ever seen. And then for the first time, we will taste what real solidarity feels like, and we will see the power that real solidarity has. And on election night, and when our babies read of Kamala's victory.
Stop with the fake ass crying, please.
We will stand sturdy and proud.
Yeah.
We were among the women who finally united, and we won.
We will stand proud and take credit for something we had no part in whatsoever. Because the shit is probably rigged.
We won. And we saved the goddamn world.
Oh my God, the ego on you. Ugh. Ryan Bannon, $2 super chat. Real solidarity. Tastes like chicken.
For our children, for each other. And we did it together. I feel so much love for every single one of you here tonight. Hi, Mom. Hi, Sister.
Hi, Mom.
I'm ready. I'm ready to kick ass, and I'm ready to get my ass kicked with all of you. Let's make history. In order to get down to business, I give you my dear friend, Shannon Watts.
If I'm looking down, it's because I'm working on this video, right? It's going to be like an AI trailer. I'm just warning you guys, but I'm working on because the Crow remake that came out recently was terrible. And I've been imagining what I would do if I was to actually make one that's not associated. Because I'm not I wouldn't be a filmmaker with such a huge ego that I would use Eric fucking Draven's character again and bastardize that shit, knowing damn well how attached the fan base is to that character. No, but I would do it in my own way. And I would change. Oh wait, Billy F 199 super chat. Is them tears, bro? Gotta get you together, boy. But yeah, I'm generating some images of what I would want my Crow to look like. So I'm still paying attention and listening to this shit. But I'm just warning you. Hold on. Let me show you what I got so far. It's kind of funny. It's so dope. Anyway.
I am the shaking dog in the eternal storm. Shannon Watts is the goddamn storm. Shannon Watts. Let's fucking
die.
Shannon Watts is the goddamn storm.
Oh wait, I watched Twisters and I was shocked Helen Hunt wasn't in it. To be honest, glad she wasn't. She wanted all black and brown storm chasers. Ugh.
Shannon Watts. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Before we get to Shannon, we have a very special guest. Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. Let's change the goddamn world. Before we have a special surprise into our lineup, I want to give you guys an update on our raise. So I know that there's been a little bit of stickiness with some of the links to donate. We're dropping new ones in the chat so that other ones don't get overwhelmed. So just keep checking the chat. And I want you to take those links, copy them, open Instagram, and post the donate link in your story and use the hashtag #AnswerTheCall2024. Since this call has started, I just got the text. We just passed $1 million. We're at 1,118,000.
Yeah, all money. Because y'all, a couple of minutes ago, y'all only had 100K. Now y'all got, what is it, $4 million?
Use the hashtag.
I mean, of course it could be celebrities donating, but like I said, I think the celebrities already donated. And this is just a money laundering thing.
Answer the call 2024.
Aura Master DX. Is Pink on a private jet? Yeah, of course she is.
Since this call has started, I just got the text. We just.
Amaranth. I'm taking a break from seeing Social Justice Warrior and Culture War beatdowns, but still couldn't resist a Jay Longbone stream.
Past $1 million.
Welcome.
We're at $1,118,000. So let's double that. Okay, let's double that for our next guest. Ladies, please welcome Grammy-winning singer-songwriter and advocate Pink.
I can't believe, to be honest, I'm not saying I don't like Pink or her music. I'm not going to pretend I wasn't bopping her shit back in the day. But Grammy? For what? For what? Honestly, for what? I'm just saying. Sir Payon, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. $5 super chat. Wow, and I thought Lefty's Twitter shills came off like psyops for Trump. Goddess of Chaos. Let's change the goddamn world. It's the Murph. That AI pic looked like Patrice O'Neill as the Crow, and I love it. It's not supposed to look like that. Honestly, and I know y'all probably gonna like, ugh, but I was gonna like, my version of the Crow is like, is Jonathan Majors. Don't worry, I got better pictures than that. I got like much better pictures than that. But it's supposed to be like a cross between like some kind of like Papa Legba, because it's like mine was going to take place in New Orleans, and it was going to be like a combination of like a Papa Legba, gunfighter, male stripper type shit. You'll see when it's done. Ebony Williams, hello.
Hi.
Oh my God, this took so long. That's so awkward.
I just got off stage in
Oh, someone said Kang the Crow.
Stockholm, Sweden. I'm on my way home. It's 3:00 in the morning, and I've never felt more awake and alive.
Ugh, cringe.
Lennon, I want you to be my mom.
Ew.
Will you adopt me? I have written nothing. I just found out about this, and I could not participate. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm so grateful.
Sentient DLDO, Vocal Fry Queens for Kamala.
So
Monaco 00, $2 super chat. What children they're gonna what children? They're gonna abort them anyway.
I don't know what I can add other than my full support. I will give you a taste of why I'm here and what I believe in. I travel with a group of people that are very diverse, and
my backup dancers, my makeup artist, the black people who write my lyrics. Well, used to write my lyrics. No. Yeah, my drummers. Those people. 1990 BJK, 790. Oh, my dealers. 799 super chat. They'll be trust for the first time. They're really going mask off with this racism now. Oh yeah, it's awful. Anima Vox, didn't Pink troon out her kid, or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, hang on, let me search that. It said in 2016, in 2017, she said she was raising her children in a gender neutral way. She and her husband, Carrie Hart, run a label-less household. Pink, real name Alicia Beth Moore, has always been supportive of whatever sexuality Willow might or might not be. So yeah, she's raising them gender neutral, even though there's clearly a picture of her kid in a dress. Well, whatever.
We pray to different gods. We love different sexes. Our skin colors are different. We have different backgrounds, different traumas.
You know what kills me is like she there was a parody of like how celebrities use the LGBT thing and all that shit. She was in this movie. She guest starred in this movie called it's the fucking Lonely Island movie that they came out with. What was it called? Never Stop Stopping or some shit. Like it was like supposed to be a parody of like Justin Bieber. And one of the jokes was like, she was a part of it, so she should know this. But like how artists use gay people as a way to like write music and shit, like or like to virtue signal. And apparently that message she didn't get it clearly. And it's funny because it's funny like I'm guessing, yeah, I guess actors and celebrities and shit are just as out of touch as they make themselves out to be. Because I'm like, damn, like you were in a movie where the joke was how the fucking LGBT support in Hollywood is fucking phony and it's just empty virtue signaling. And like, apparently you didn't get it.
some of us incredibly.
Oh yeah, Arkonu. Never Stop Stopping. That's what it was called. And she was in that Not Gay song. And yeah, watch that movie. It's fucking underrated as hell. It's actually hilarious. And very they should make a sequel because shit has only gotten worse since that movie came out. 1990 BJK, 7.99 super chat, gender neutral, aka I'm desperate for a trans kid, but it's just not taking off.
I've suffered not much trauma. I love them also. We're a traveling city and we go all over the world. And the thing that keeps me inspired, even though I have lived through 4 years of Trump, just like the rest of you, and I stay inspired because I get to see the best of the best. I get to see audiences all around the world of people that are very, very different. And they come together. And I find that in sports and in music, we put down our armor and we come together for our team and for what we believe in and for what we believe is right. And I see people that rode a motorcycle that have not been around a lot of different people that don't have beards and don't look like them. And a man dressed up as me in drag who looks better than I ever did in the original outfit. And
yeah, just keep on sucking that dick.
At first, they're a little standoffish and don't really know why they're at the same concert. And then by the end of it, they're arm in arm, crying and sweating on each other. And
God, I wish you believed your own bullshit.
Having a moment. And I think what is being offered to us in 102 days is a chance for us to put our arms around each other and cry and sweat together. Like Glennon said, a chance for us all to finally come together. And
it's so fucking lame.
It is.
Animal Vox lived through 4 years of Trump. Yeah, it's almost as if he was never going to be a dictator.
I have just two more things.
Like, these motherfuckers really think they live in Beirut or in Ukraine or in Russia. They really think that's their life. They're fucking deluded.
I saw on Instagram, because memes are basically helping me survive this tour.
Yeah, memes! If memes are actually helping you through a dictatorship or an upcoming dictatorship, you don't live in a dictatorship or an upcoming dictatorship. Your life isn't as bad as you make it out to be.
Bulldogs or funny memes. And it was, what was the one I was thinking of? What was the one that we're just... Yeah, it was one that's going around today that says, when you speak poorly of women in power, those women will never hear you, but your daughters will.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, yeah, the women in power will hear you, but your children will. Okay, but I'll be teaching my kids how to not act like a fucking twat because I got a little bit of power. Because they got a little bit of power, so... if you don't raise your kid to be a pussy, you'll be fine. 1990 BJK, 7.99 super chat. And if you raise them with morals and know-how and all that, and to be competent, like, you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm sure 4 years of Trump were just hell on earth for multimillionaire celebrities. My deepest sympathies. Billy F. God damn it, Billy F. 4.99 super chat. Excuse me. Have any of them ever thought that the fact they lived through Trump might just mean he wasn't as bad as they kept bleeding? No, they have to keep this shit going. Like when you're a celebrity and you feel guilty for having your fame, you have to keep the fucking charade going. Otherwise, you're gonna start feeling the guilt again. And because you don't want to feel that, you got to virtue signal, talk a lot of shit. Even though the people who you're advocating for know you're full of shit.
Your sisters will, your mothers will, your grandmothers will, your cousins will, but also your sons will.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a clip of Trump's speech tonight. I think it was tonight. Where he was saying, you know what? I'm not going to be nice anymore. So is it okay with you all if I'm not nice anymore?
Well, considering the fact... Well, wait. When was this? This wasn't when he got shot, was it? This wasn't after he got shot, right? Hang on, let me check. Let me look at the timestamp from when I downloaded this. No. This is before he got shot. This had to be before he got shot. But yeah, if this was like after, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not fucking with y'all niggas anymore. Like, I'm not gonna be nice anymore, you know? Almost got killed. But anyway, like, it doesn't matter. Like, y'all been, like, even before him getting shot, like, he's already, like, people have been, like, saying he was a pedophile and all, he was raping his own kid, even though that's what, you know, Biden was doing. People have been saying, like, people have been putting him through the fucking ringer, trying to get him arrested for some bullshit. It's like, yeah, he might not fuck with y'all or even like you motherfuckers anymore. Just saying.
And I thought, wait, were we nice before? Was he nice?
Yeah.
And then everyone thought, oh
because otherwise, like, a lot of you motherfuckers would be in jail or have been sued by now. Let's be real here.
God, I have a 7-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl, and I don't know what to tell them anymore about who we're supposed to be. And if this is what we're trying, if this is what we're allowing, this base, horrific, horrible nature that is within all of us to be glorified and celebrated and
what the fuck are you talking about?
Do anymore. I will lose. I'm not a person that loses hope, but I'm feeling like I'm losing a little bit of hope if this is what we're doing. And I don't understand it. And now I feel, not only on a call like tonight, listening to you all speak so beautifully and listening to the fact that $1.1 million was raised and that we're all really fighting for the right thing. We're really fighting for the right thing. And it's not about which candidate is perfect. It's which
it is.
Candidate is human and wants to keep us all human.
Well, that would be Trump, actually. He's the only candidate who's ever acted like a fucking human. What are you saying? What you saying?
Which candidate is going to inspire us to be better, and which candidate is going to inspire us to be worse? And I will.
The great and powerful DC $4.99 super chat. Was Pink being nice when she told her fans not to listen to her music if they were pro-life? Apparently, according to her, that's being nice. And that's not hateful at all.
I'll tell you, last year I joined up with PEN America, which is fighting book bans. And, you know, we all have, I don't believe that life is black.
Yeah, fighting book bans. Like, oh, yeah. Keep in mind the books that she does not want banned are, like, filled with sexual shit. And that they're being put in children's libraries. But it's okay. As long as they don't get banned, that's what really matters. Like, that's the moral situation. The fact that they're being banned and not what's in them and who they're going to be read by.
White, I believe that life is just a myriad of colors and grays. And it's a very controversial topic. I understand that because I have been persecuted for standing up for that I want my daughter to be able to read.
You've been persecuted by fucking who? By who? You're Pink. Who you been fucking persecuted by? Hilarious. I'm sorry, but you getting like hateful DMs don't fucking count. Darshan, too good. £2 super chat. Let's go, Brandon.
About kids that aren't like her, that don't look like her, that don't love like her. And that's really all it is. But it was when I heard an AI driven voice that was my own reading pornography to children, which I would never. That's not what.
Well, that's what you're trying to peddle to kids. That's what you say that shouldn't be banned. Because that's what people are trying to ban in the first place. Like, oh, I heard an AI voice of me reading. Yeah, because that's what you want. Like, yeah, hello, bitch, wake up.
Pen America is about. That's not what fighting censorship is about. That's not what freedom of speech is.
But it's censorship because it's banning. Don't acknowledge why we're banning it or who is like wait, hang on. And Andres 1000 ARS. Hey Jay Longboon, I miss you a lot. Please do more live streams and video reviews. You could do one about the full Acolyte disaster, all episodes, or the new Awful Crow, or the I got all this shit is already in my roster. You're speeching. You're preaching to the choir. The Crow, the upcoming garbage Wicked Witch movie. Oh yeah, that piece of shit. Nobody asked for or wants. Love you, darling. I never heard of that. But yeah, thank you, Andres. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm definitely gonna do the Crow thing. I'm definitely gonna do that. K Payne $4.99 super chat. Holy shit, she's saying a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, that's been a theme here. Emma Rants, The Catcher in the Rye isn't meant for elementary schoolers, but it's not banned. Previously, they banned it altogether because parents couldn't be parents.
Is about. It broke my heart and it scared the shit out of me, and it made me pause because I have always been in the fight. I've always put myself out there. I've always put myself on the line for what I really truly believe. I will die on that mountain. And it scared me how organizing hatred can be. And I've been.
All someone did was like put your voice through fucking 11 labs and then read a passage from one of the books you want children to read. And now, they're so organized. Get the fuck, you're such a puss.
I love to show up. And what I'm watching tonight, and what I'm watching when Joe Biden, who is a good man, who is a man who has given his
bitch, he's such a good man. And I can see why she's okay with kids being sexualized with them books. Xbox Hugh Hug, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, $2 super chat. Remember when Pink tried to sound black? Oh yeah, at the beginning of her career. To be honest, I did like her better then. There you go, looking pitiful, just because I let you go. There you go, talking about you want me back, but someone doesn't be like that. Yep, I remember this shit.
Who does not pull out the worst in us, whose family is of service. When I watched him make that incredibly difficult decision to step aside for the good of his country, because that is patriotism.
For the good of it. Okay, but why did he step down though? Will any of you motherfuckers admit that? Why he stepped down? Like, will you ever fucking acknowledge it? Like, for real? And the whole fucking time y'all were gassing him up like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. Come on. There's nothing wrong with his brain. And you would think they use that to their advantage when defending him. Like, he says racist shit because he's crazy. Because his brain's broke. You would think they would use that as an excuse for him, but they never did. They're very derivative thinkers. They're not even good at like bullshitting.
Floored, and I felt like good can win. I felt like love can win. I felt for the first time in a while like, okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can fight. We can get our asses kicked. We can get in the ring. Love can win. And tonight is proof of that. And I do think in 102 days that we will all put our sweaty armpits on each other and cry.
What the fuck are you doing? Shut up.
And I think it's time. I think it's time that we fought back and were relentless and did whatever we had to do. And maybe we're polarizing and scary to the family members that we disagree with, to the men in our lives that would like us to be
Oh, we're scary. Yeah, you are scary because you act like fucking mental patients. You actually think that you, even though you in the same breath you fucking claim you have all this goddamn privilege, your life is good. This is like charity work for the unfortunate for your ass. You like to pretend, oh yeah, I'm the most oppressed person on the planet. Yeah, you sound fucking nuts to people. You sound insane. And then you go on like with this cult like fucking, oh, Joe Biden's just a good man. Like, yeah, I know his daughter basically said in a fucking diary that he showered with her as a young girl and he may have gotten handsy with her, like abused her, but he's such a good man. You sound fucking nuts. Sorry, but you do. Ryan Bannon, $2 super chat. Wait, she's on her private jet? Yeah, she is. I am so discriminated against. Oh, by the way, my private jet is very low on lobster crab. 199. Sorry, 190 BJK, 799 super chat. Madonna made an open threat to blow up the White House when Trump was elected, and nothing happened to her. Does Pink think this was nice? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't fucking say in one breath that you're discriminated against, and at the same time, you can threaten to blow up the fucking White House while he's in it with his wife and child. Nothing happens to you, and nothing happens to you. You can't do that. Loyal TF fan 199 super chat. Me, I'm paying $5 for gas. Them, but Trump is scary.
Be quiet to the people that are losing focus on what we're actually fighting for. I'm trying to keep a 30,000 foot perspective. I'm currently at 41,000 feet, but I'm trying to keep a 30,000 foot perspective in my life where I can't fight ignorance. I can't fight stupid. I can't fight crazy. But what I can stay focused on laser sharp is I know in my body and my cells what is right and what is wrong. I know that hatred should not win. I know that we're better than this. And I know that Kamala is going to fucking get us there. Because
honestly, I have no choice but to think that. Because I just want a woman, guys. I just want a woman to be. You just want a woman to be in there. That's like the experience of it. That's really all it is. You don't really give a shit if you can do the job.
Voice is not. It doesn't feel human. And I'm terrified enough to have talked to Glennon an hour ago and been like, I'm off stage in an hour. If the plane has Wi-Fi, I'm fucking there, because I didn't write anything and I'm not eloquent, but
yeah, you're right about that. The best badness for 20K, $5 super chat. The most serious I ever took Pink was when she was on SpongeBob.
I am here. I am in this. I'm so glad that we're all in this together. I'm so inspired and
we're all in this together, except minority scum that votes for Trump.
Let's make it weird. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's just, if no one at your dinner table is with you, just know that there's so many of us that are. Just put an empty seat next to you and know that there's so many of us sitting next to you, and you can do this. I am with you. I am in this. We are in this. And that's really all I can add, other than just being totally hopeful and inspired. And I'm just really grateful that us women are going to have a voice, and we've always made our voices heard. And now it's time to just get extra loud.
Not exactly when it's needed, but we made our voices heard.
Thank
or useful.
You so much. We so appreciate you running on.
Rooks at War, $5 super chat. Universal suffrage was a terrible idea.
I just want to remind everyone that if you click one of those links and it doesn't work, try to refresh the page. It's kind of like when you're trying to buy pink tickets on Ticketmaster. You got to keep closing out and reopening. So imagine you are in the queue and you can get there. And since it's going kind of slow, maybe think about doubling what you were going to give, because other people are going to drop off. So we got to make up for that. Okay, so next up, we have the woman whose tweet kicked off this call. Shannon Watts is the founder of Moms Demand Action. After more than a decade as the organization's volunteer leader, she stepped back to focus on writing and organizing. Shannon, take it away.
Thank you so much. And, you know, it's funny because like so many things in my life, tonight's call started out as a social media post. Just a few hours after President Biden announced he wasn't running and he was endorsing Kamala Harris to be the nominee, I watched Black women instantly mobilize to uplift and support her. That same evening of the announcement, a conference call was organized in record time by Win with Black Women, and they amazingly amassed over 44,000 participants and raised over $1.5 million for Kamala Harris. And it made me wonder whether white women could and would do the same.
Women, why do people keep fucking...
When I woke up,
God damn it, hang on.
It's time to organize.
Why do people keep consistently mispronouncing women? They keep saying it like woman. Like, what is this fucking like this language contagion that is fucking spreading throughout society? One fucking dipshit on TikTok mispronounces something, and suddenly everyone's pronouncing it that way.
A white woman conference call like the Black women and men have held. Who's in? The response was off the charts overwhelming. White women came out of the woodwork to tell me that they too wanted to show up for the vice president. So I reached out to Joteka Edie. She is the organizer of Win with Black Women, and I wanted to get her counsel. And she told me that white women did need to come together in community to do the work because our work is very different. We are starting at a significant deficit. White women in America make up over 40% of the electorate. We are the nation's largest voting bloc. But since the 1950s, most of us have voted for Republican presidential candidates in all but just 2 presidential elections. Despite repeated predictions before every single election that white women might shift toward the Democratic presidential candidate, it hasn't happened. The bad news is that a majority of white women repeatedly vote for Republicans because too many of us believe, consciously or subconsciously, that it is in our best interest to use our privilege and our support systems of white supremacy and the patriarchy to benefit us.
Even though the Democrats were the party of the KKK. Okay, whatever.
But there is good news. That's bad news.
Believe what you want, dumbass.
The good news is white women are not a monolith. Our voting patterns are divided along lines of religion and education and marital status. That division makes us not only a crucial voting bloc, but an unpredictable one. So even the smallest shifts in our voting behavior can have significant impact on election outcomes. In other words, if we do the work, white women can flip the script this time. We can vote as a majority to help elect the first woman, the first Black woman, the first AAPI woman as president of the United States.
AAPI? What the fuck? Oh, what was it? Asian? No, fuck it.
So what is that work? That is exactly what tonight's call is about. We are not starting a new organization. Tonight, we are activating the privilege, platform, and power of white women. We are acknowledging that we help save our democracy. We are committing to take
Imagine calling yourself a hero and basking in your own power at the same fucking time. Like imagine. No, not here. But imagine feigning. Imagine feigning philanthropy, or being philanthropic, and then basking in your own fucking power in the same fucking breath. Because that's not shady at all.
Responsibility and to take action to elect Kamala Harris. And then we take the next step, working within a larger coalition of women who have been doing this work incredibly effectively for decades. That starts with joining the first national organizing call for Women for Harris this coming Sunday at 7 p.m. Put it in your calendar right now. We're going to share a link with you during this call. You will join other women from all across the country there.
Oh wait, she said AAPI, so African American pussy insemination. Like what? I don't know.
We're also fired up about protecting their freedoms by electing Kamala Harris. I've spent the last decade organizing millions of women, many of them white women like me. I know firsthand the impact we can have when we unite to use our economic and political power for good. We have an opportunity to do that in this historic election. In fact, the future our children inherit will depend on whether or not we do that. So grab a pen, because I'm going to share with you right now exactly how we can work together to claim the power that it is at all of our fingertips. First, donate. This is the most impactful thing you can do. Right now, if you use your resources, you can help ensure the campaign has the resources they need to get their message out to voters in swing states. They know, the campaign knows who these crucial voters are. They know how to reach them, but they need your financial support to do that. Have conversations. As white women, we are the best messenger to convince other white women who to vote for and why.
Have conversations. Translation, be condescending and completely head patty. Don't acknowledge the Black woman's agency. You only use her as a prop, and a prop only.
We have community networks and relationships with white family members and friends, and those are a fertile ground for transformation and conversion. When we build coalitions, we can bring new supporters into the fold. Talk loudly and repeatedly to everyone in your orbit about why you
Wolf Spain, 199 Super Chat. What's with white women and their constant acronyms?
support Kamala Harris. Start persuading. And you're going to hear some great talking points tonight, but they're most effective when you put them in your own words. Use your privilege for good. White women have unique economic power and privileges that we can tap into and unleash to help Kamala Harris. Can you get a rally permit? Can you rent a venue? Can you and your friends host a fundraiser? Can you become an influencer online or in your community? Can you counter misinformation? Think of all the ways you can use your privilege and your access to help elect Kamala Harris. Make a plan and hold yourself accountable. Right now, write down 3 things that you are committing to do over the next 4 weeks. You could sign up for a phone bank. You could plan a fundraiser. You could put a weekend on the calendar where you and 5 friends knock doors in battleground states. I get so many emails asking, how can I get involved? The answer is simply leading. Start your own coalition. Start a weekly call. Gather a small group of friends who can hold you accountable for protecting democracy. During this call, we'll share specific ways that you can plug into the Kamala Harris campaign, along with organizations that are already well organized and will make the very best use of your volunteer time. Be in it for the long haul. Recognize that shifting political allegiances is a long-term process that will require sustained engagement far beyond election cycles. This work does not end the day after we elect Kamala Harris. We have to keep at it even the day after. Alice Walker says, activism is the rent I pay for living on the planet, and it should be clear to all of us by now that we cannot afford to stay on the sidelines ever again. Finally, vote like your freedoms and your safety depend on it. Time and again, too many of us
vote like a runaway slave.
And against the interests of Black women, because we think white supremacy is in our own best interest.
Well, see, then why should anyone trust you then? Why should anyone trust anything you have to say? Why? I mean, let's be real. We think white supremacy is our best. Well, yeah, you're a Democrat, so of course you do. But yeah, why should anyone trust you then? Because every other time of the year, you're more than willing to just be like, put your head in the sand and kind of like not give a shit. You know, as long as your person is president, then you basically stop giving a shit about people. And then, like you said, when it looks like your side's about to lose, then we need to fight white supremacy. Not that I think that there's any huge white supremacy problem. or anything, but I'm just saying, like, these motherfuckers don't live up to what they say.
But as the activist Brittany Pagnett Cunningham says, your whiteness will not save you from what the patriarchy has in store for you. Voting for Kamala Harris.
Even though it hasn't really happened and we're comfortable with our rich husbands, we're more than fine with having a patriarchy in our own households, with our man paying for everything. Paying for our house, paying for our splendor. But having a patriarchy in real life, like, I don't, like, no, I don't think so.
Is in everyone's best interest. Tonight's call was conceived and organized under the guidance of and according to the expertise of Black women. It is being led by white women with that very same direction. We have our own work to do. We have an opportunity to do things differently. And I believe in this moment.
Like, finally, for the first time ever.
White women, we have 100 days to help save the world. When we look back in 100 days or 50 years.
Oh, Mr. Rich Lopich, your whiteness won't save you from hell. Sentient DLDO, damn you, patriarchy. Really, who says that?
Let's make sure this day was the one that changed all of us, so that we could change history.
Thank you, Shannon. Did everybody
fucking moron
homework and write down 3 things? Write it down in your notes app, jot it down on a piece of paper. The 3 things you are going to do to impact this election. So I'm going to give you guys a little money update. We are now at almost $1.2 million. And this just shows how much Kamala Harris excites people. This is a snowball. Keep it rolling. Send the link to friends.
It just goes to show you how much. Here's to show you how much money Joe Biden, how many donations. Wait a minute. It just goes to show how many leftover donations Joe Biden had that we can transfer over to Kamala's campaign. For this manufactured fucking fucking stream.
On social media, send it to family, and let's keep this pouring in. Our next speaker is Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow. Mallory is an ardent supporter of policies protecting reproductive rights, empowering local communities, and making Michigan a business and family-friendly state. Welcome, Mallory.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh my God, I am so excited right now. We have heard so many amazing things. So Liz, I'm about to come on to be the ass kicker on this call, if that's okay. I'm seeing no response, so I'm just gonna go for it.
Like, bitch, you can always tell who the most annoying person in the friend group is. Hey, bitches! And then everyone's like, yeah, whatever. Just get on with it.
From a speech that I gave back.
No, I like it. Yes, please.
I stood up to a horrific attack leveled on me in Michigan in 2022. And I was very intentional in my response in identifying myself as a straight white Christian married suburban mom who knows that hate will only win when people like me and all of you on this call stand by and let it happen. This is not the time for us to start a book club. This is not the time.
Even though that's the equivalent of what the fuck this is. Y'all put as much fucking thought and give a fuck around that as you do this. Let's be real. I mean, come on. Aided Clock, $5 super chat. They sound like greedy special ed teachers. Oh, damn it.
Talk to each other or learn about things that frankly we should have learned decades ago. This is the time for us to act every single day for the next 102 days. This is a muscle that you have to learn how to build, and I know that it's going to be uncomfortable to start. I'm going to level some uncomfortable truths. A lot of people, when they get into this work, they want to do the easy thing. I am reporting.
Which is what you're doing right now. They want to do the easy thing, like a fucking live stream where we're just like announcing all the laundered money that we have in our possession.
from one of those battleground states right here in Michigan. Nobody here is going to be convinced if they get a postcard in the mail from a stranger.
Oh, wait. She, Sif 4, she looks like the Wayans brothers in White Chicks. Damn. That's, oh, wow. That's harsh but accurate.
You have to donate, you have to knock doors, you have to make phone calls, and you have to talk to people you know. I know that that is one of the scariest, most uncomfortable things you can do. A lot of people just want to talk to strangers. But I want you to think about following up on all of the incredible tips.
You just want to talk to, like children. They all just want to talk to strangers. Me being the stranger. Me, I'm strangers.
That you have in your life. You have a lot of them. You have your kids' school parents. You probably have a group chat with them. You have your neighbors. Do you know everybody who lives within a 3-block radius of you? And if not, go meet them and talk to them about why this matters. I know a lot of people are shooting me tweets and texts and chiming in on the chat that the donation link doesn't work. Well, guess what? Life is hard. So the first thing that we can do
what the fuck?
We can write it down. We can save it. We can wait a few hours or even a few days, and we can try again.
Well, what a cunt. She's so cunty. It's just awful. Fuck you.
And after that, this is...
Oh, the link doesn't work? Fuck you, faggot. Oh, yeah, but you know what? Like that shit's being done on purpose. Anyway, to make there's so many people flooding in when it really is just like, it's just a broken link because the money's already been made. Like, it's already been fucking made. Ain't nobody donating shit.
A moment where we can rewrite history for white women. And I say that because white women are always the negative when you see election results. You've heard it here.
You're usually, oh my God, fuck! I accidentally, I didn't close it. Okay, I just minimized it. But like, yeah, you're the negative. Hold on, let me rewind because I just lost the joke.
White women, and I say that because white women are always the negative when you see election results.
You're always the negative when we see anything involving leftism. What are you talking about?
You've heard it here from some of our previous speakers. Women, on the whole, elect Democrats. White women put Donald Trump in office. So changing the future is on us. Nobody else is going to do the work for us. They're already out there.
Like, don't sell... Like, you're selling white women in such a positive light. Like, white women usually vote for Donald Trump. Well, damn, they're heroes. Like, they're not as bad as I thought.
And they have been waiting for us, and we have been letting them down. So if you do one thing tonight, save that donation link, send it to 5 people that you get cocktails with, that you go out to movies with, that you are in a book club with. Maybe you're reading Glennon's book. You should. It's incredible.
Ain't none of these ain't no black women in a goddamn book club with you. Stop it. Oh.
They get the link that they donate. You can save some money on cocktails and books, and you can donate to this campaign. And then after that, keep going. I was so inspired to see Pink on this call. My mom is from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and she saw my speech a few years ago, and she told me,
Billy F. 199 Super Chat. Life is hard, says the freaking U.S. Senator.
Mal, that was really great. We did.
Oh, Fan of Volt 279 Super Chat. That fire crotch energy, yeah.
It's not going to mean a damn thing if millions of people watch your speech and they don't do it themselves. So she took her own advice. She came out of retirement. She started speaking out at school board meetings in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, where they were banning books with LGBTQ characters, and they took a clean...
That's not what they were banning. Stop playing. Start telling the truth. Those books had sexual themes in it. Believe me, I've seen them. Yeah. You wouldn't want your fucking kids to see that shit.
Sweep of that school board with sane, normal people who don't want to ban books, who don't want to ban people just because of who they are. My mom did that. If my mom can do it, if we can do it, every single one of you can do it. And you can do it every damn day from now until election day so that we can come together, like Pink said, with our sweaty armpits and celebrate that we put the first woman and not the last woman into the White House. So let's effing go. Let's do this thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go win.
Thank you, Mallory. Thank you for kicking some ass. And I'm also pleased to update you all that the link should be working faster now. So keep sharing those out. And I know we've got a lot of celebrities on this call. We got a lot of powerful and important people. Let's see those big donations. We'll shout you out. Sarah Bareilles just gave us $5K. So let's go. Big names, big dollars. And we have Maria Shriver with us next. I'm not sure. Does she want to speak? Does she just want to say hi?
Maria Shriver, oh God.
Is she here? Do we know? Okay, we're going to hold. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mallory. I'm excited to introduce our next speaker, my mentor, Virginia McGregor. She is the treasurer of the DNC, the national co-chair of Women for Harris, and the national co-chair of the DNC's Women's Leadership Forum. Everyone, please welcome Virginia.
Well, thank you, Liz. And thank you to all our speakers. Andrea, Glennon, Pink, you were so beautiful to share your stories. And I'm incredibly excited.
Queen of games. Even if I wasn't a Trump supporter, these chicks would push me to vote for him.
Excited to be here as an invite.
They're that bad, and I don't think they know that they are.
I'm proud to be the treasurer of the DNC, and I'm also thrilled to be a national co-chair of Women for Biden. Women for Harris. How does that sound? I want to acknowledge the many ways that President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris has made life better for every American, regardless of party.
Like, yeah, how can you say that you're for the people and shit when you completely, like forget about people who are suffering through the inflation thing and the housing crisis and the migrant crisis and like how it affects people from low income to like middle class to low income backgrounds. Like, they've made life better. It's better. It's better. And plus, like y'all already say, you sit on a throne of privilege. So it means y'all don't you don't acknowledge, you don't know this shit is going on. I don't believe you don't know. I think you just don't acknowledge it. And so, like, how are we supposed to, like, that's what renders this whole stream completely disingenuous and cunty and, like, and pandery and, like, just complete bullshit because y'all don't acknowledge the actual problems that these people have. Like, they made life better. Everything's better. Everything's fine. From where I'm sitting, everything's fine. It's fine. I mean, I know she works for the DNC, but still, you know these bitches agree.
For the past 4 years. People are back to work in record numbers. Inflation is down. There's more money in people's pockets thanks to this administration's cracking down on junk fees and prescription drug costs and forgiving student loans.
Yeah, student loans and drugs. Oh yeah, student loans and drugs. Yeah. Of course, she's not gonna fucking mention the economy.
Record numbers. Inflation is down. There's more money in people's pockets thanks to this
No, it isn't, bitch.
Administration's cracking down on junk fees and prescription drug costs and forgiving student loans.
We forgave student loans. I mean, that's something, right? We forgave student loans for like the 30 kids we sent to Yale who chose to study feminism and race studies and did nothing with and became a DJ instead of becoming a fucking doctor or a scientist. We bailed them out. We bailed those fucking idiots out.
Our world standing is repaired. They have invested in initiatives of the future like clean energy and climate protection, and our country's highways and bridges are being rebuilt, literally creating the roads to our future. I live in Scranton, Pennsylvania, President Biden's hometown. And I know
gives a rat's ass.
In this neighborhood look up to our president and to our vice president. I often think about how my 6-year-old granddaughter, Virginia, will never know a world in which a woman cannot hold one of the two.
Fuck your kids. Nobody gives a fuck. But what if our kids don't see a feel for it? They'll be fine. They'll survive like they've always done. They don't need to, oh, see, someone with a vagina's up there. Now I know I can achieve something, even though we admit it, we sit on a throne of privilege, and our kids should already know they can do anything because we're privileged. But they need to see the woman up there to know that they are privileged. Does that make fucking sense? Oh my God, you're listening to yourselves.
Highest offices in the land. In 100 days from now, we will show her and show little girls everywhere that our country is ready to elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States. So when we think about the work ahead of us, and make no mistake, it will be difficult, I ask you to think of your why. Why we do this work is personal to all of us, and it will continue to be a motivating factor as we move forward to the election and beyond. Maybe it's protecting reproductive rights. Maybe it's protecting our kids from gun violence. Maybe it's rebuilding our economy, making sure that everyone gets a fair shot. Whatever your why is, hold it close and draw strength and motivation from it. Last night, President Biden addressed the nation about his decision to step down from the campaign and not seek re-election. He said the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. Well, today we are all torch bearers, and we are going to let that light shine. We have an incredible nominee in Vice President Kamala Harris. In one of her first campaign speeches just this week,
Billy F. 199 Super Chat. No, seriously, fuck them kids, Darth Longbone. But no, seriously, like, shut the fuck up. Not you, but her.
she talked about how in her years as a prosecutor and as Attorney General of California, she took on perpetrators of all kinds. Those who abused women, frauds who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So, as she said, she knows Donald Trump's type. She knows what it takes to be.
She knows what it takes to handle their dick. She knows the type of dick Donald has. It's kind of orange, has a nice bell curve. It doesn't go down, like, doesn't swallow easy. But she knows his type. Get the fuck out of here.
She knows the country is with her. And in the 48 hours following Biden's Sunday announcement, we at the DNC watched donations pour in just like they are tonight. We did that first night, $4 million an hour, for a total of $81 million in the first 24 hours. As of Tuesday night, we raised $126 million. More than 1.4 million unique donors have contributed since Sunday, with 62% of them being first-time donors. Before Kamala Harris was announced as the candidate, the DNC had an internal goal for the Women's Coalition to raise $10 million by Election Day. But since Sunday and tonight, we have seen such enthusiasm that we have bumped up that goal to raising $10 million by Labor Day. So let's be clear, women are powering this campaign. So I'm asking every woman on this call.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Of Kamala's campaign. And everyone is working behind the scenes to make sure that goes a little smoother. So thank you for your patience. Give anything you can, $50, $500, $5,000, or max out. Because through these grassroots donations, we are showing our support for Kamala Harris before early voting even starts. In November, we will vote at the polls. But right now, we are voting with our pocketbooks.
You notice how they don't take like super chats or any type of shit like that and like read comments, because somebody would have come along and like some kind of like base comedian would have come along and trolled the shit out of them. That's why it's just a scheme. The money is already available. They're just like pretending like, oh, so many people are donating. It's a stream on YouTube, and you're there's no super chats that they're reading because they don't exist. They're not going to let that, because they get trolled so fucking hard.
But there's more. Since the announcement of VP Harris, Vote.org saw its highest levels of new voter registrations of the whole election cycle. More than 38,000 people signed up to vote, a 700% spike, which was even higher than when Taylor Swift made an Instagram post encouraging people to vote. And most of these new voters are 35 years old and younger. More than 100,000 people have signed up to volunteer for the campaign since Sunday, and 2,000 people applied to work in the campaign in the first 24 hours of her announcement, more than 3 times our previous record. In Nevada, volunteers literally showed up at field offices Sunday asking to help. And 2,500 Pennsylvanians signed up to volunteer, 4 times the amount of our
Not applicable. $2 super chat. Communism has never screeched this hard before. God damn it.
previous biggest sign-up day. We held our biggest rally ever in Wisconsin on Tuesday with more than 3,500 supporters who organizers will now engage to volunteer with the campaign. Team Harris has also added 43,000 new recurring donors. More than half these recurring donors signed up to make weekly donations. These donations will be added to the near $250,000 war chest that we have already amassed in this election cycle. It's a strong showing of support from voters across the country because people know the urgency of the situation and they
Gaming caveman. She's the kid from Jerry Maguire.
This week, I have been so proud to watch our party come together like never before. On Monday, I was part of a voice vote for Pennsylvania delegates where we surveyed the delegates about their decision to support VP Harris's nomination. It was unanimous, and they were united in their commitment to support Kamala Harris as our party's presidential nominee. Other state delegates followed, and by Monday night, Vice President Harris had secured the support of the majority of Democratic delegates to become our party's nominee. As you might imagine, there is a huge lift happening behind the scenes to ensure a smooth transition to Vice President Harris as our nominee. We are focused on compliance. Vice President Harris was part of the ticket, so she is able to use the money previously raised to support the Biden-Harris campaign, as well as the funds that are being raised right now. The only thing that changes are the names of the campaigns, and we are working hard to update everything as quick as possible. And with every task, we feel the energy and the enthusiasm of this campaign. Endorsements for VP Harris have poured in since the announcement. More than 350 national security leaders have endorsed her, saying she would enter the office with more significant national security experience than the 4 presidents before President Biden.
She's got more national security experience since like the 4 presidents before, just like, yeah, more national security experience than than oh my God, Clinton, Bush. like okay, so Trump, Clinton, Trump, Obama, Clinton, and a Bush. Like, are you retarded? Wow, that's delusion. That's how you know that's nothing like that. Is just like a bunch of cope and head patting and pandering bullshit, because they know that, yeah, this is just, and plus, like, because it's not just black women they're trying to pander to, it's also women, because they think women are fucking dumb, like they're not fucking paying attention to this shit. I mean, some of them probably aren't. Namely, the people who are probably voting for Kamala. But yeah, like, you're gonna tell me that a Bush and Clinton were less experienced in national security than this bitch? Then Nabi, like, I'm on, like, get the, you gotta be fucking joking. I don't think she even believed what she just said. Neem, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that $5 super chat. Do you remember voting for Harris in the primaries? I sure don't. She was installed. No citizen voted for her. Adam Ski, £10 super chat. We spent billions on infrastructure and climate action. Jay Longbone, who cares? Do you actually care about any policy, or do you just care about culture war bullshit? Oh, damn it. 8 o'clock, $5 super chat. What the fuck? Trump went to North Korea. Yeah, he made sure we didn't get our asses blown off. So I'm but it's not just him. It's like this bitch is saying that she's got more experience in national security than Clinton and Clinton and a Bush. Like, let's wait. I'm thinking of that other Bush, the other one, the father, not the son. Oh, but no, fuck it. It don't matter. It don't matter. She's still full of shit. Sentient DLDO, sure, she locked up black folks for cheap labor as wham, and they should appreciate that. Mars, the reason they're going hard trying to get female voters is because of most of Trump's voters in 2016 were white mothers. It's the same. It's the same bullshit as they think this is gonna get white people on their side by saying, "Oh yeah, we suck. We're so racist." Like, y'all, that shit hasn't worked since 2012. When people like those videos of people talking a bunch of fucking culture war shit has it's over. Y'all can't guilt them that way anymore. It's not gonna fuck because they know it's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. Oh, these fucking tactics are so retarded. Dwarner 6 $5 super chat. Jay, please accept this $5 from your current pit of hell. Keep up the great work. Thank you for always being so entertaining. Thank you, and you're welcome.
And this week, Hillary Clinton wrote an op-ed in the New York Times about how Kamala Harris can win and make history. And Hillary Clinton is someone who knows something about that. Quoting her, she says, "It's a trap to believe that..."
Oh, Adam Ski. Oh, you poor fool. Yes, Mac, I care more about policy. That's why I support Harris. Like, if you could just name a policy. Just name a Harris policy. I would really appreciate, like, something that wasn't ripped from some other fucking administration that isn't the same kind of like standard lefty bullshit. Like a real fucking policy would actually help people. I guess I'm voting for Harris because policies, get the fuck out of here. No, you're not, because where the fuck was she the whole time when Biden was president? You can't tell me you're voting for her because of policy. She was nowhere to be found for 4 fucking years. She was probably blowing everybody at the time. Like, she was, like I said, she was AWOL, out to fucking lunch. So when people say I'm voting for her because of policy, you a lying ass. You a lying ass.
Progress is impossible. Abortion bans and attacks on democracy are galvanizing women voters like never before. With Kamala Harris leading the way, this movement may become an unstoppable wave. And after being on this call tonight, I could not agree more. Since Roe v. Wade was overturned, Democrats have won every election. In Kentucky, in Virginia, in Pennsylvania, and Ohio, Wisconsin, and more.
But that's because, well, no offense, a lot of women are stupid. because of the Roe v. Wade thing, we've been winning. Because women are a little dumb. Not all of us, just some of us. But yeah, that because Roe v. Wade. When you go over to the other side because of the Roe v. Wade thing, that just shows me you have not read up on what the fuck that entails, because it's basically giving you more freedom over this shit instead of just having the federal government in charge of that, in charge of your body. I thought we were trying to get less government out of our uterus and not more government. That's what people wanted. But no, it's overturned. It's over. If you live in a red state, you might not. For one thing, why do you live in a fucking red state if you like abortion so much? But if you live in a red state, probably won't be able to get an abortion like you want. So, hey, bitch, drive over to a fucking blue state and get the shit done. But it's so far away. Well, tough shit. Tough fucking shit. Just a girl, $4.99 super chat. Are they expecting white women to forget that they were called demons 2 years ago during the gubernatorial? I guess so.
Or people turn to the polls to say, hell no.
Oh, Adam Ski, do you realize the vice president can't do much, right? But they're still around. They can't do much, but they're still around, though. They still do things. And that's not really a fucking excuse at all. Because y'all forget about, what's his name? Y'all forget about Cheney. He was doing a lot as a fucking viper. He was doing a lot. A fucking lot. He was maybe doing more than the fucking president was doing, because the president was, at the time, was an idiot. So when people talk that shit about, oh, the vice president didn't do much, no, they choose whether or not, or like whoever in power chooses whether or not they want them, how much they want them to do at the time. She could have gone Cheney and taken the reins if she really wanted to do something, but she didn't. She fucking didn't. Because that's not what she's there for.
The government telling us what choices we can make about our own bodies. As Vice President Harris has led the charge on protecting reproductive rights, including implementing 3 executive orders on reproductive health care. But support for women's health goes back much further. As senator, she advocated for maternal health legislation to address implicit bias in maternal health care. And she also introduced a law aimed at addressing maternal health outcomes and co-sponsoring bills addressing birth control access.
Bitch, could you not talk while other people are talking? Not this chick, but there's somebody else talking while she's talking.
As Attorney General, she sued an anti-abortion group that secretly recorded videos of abortion providers. When we elect her president and expand our gains in the Senate and take back the House, we will codify Roe and make reproductive rights the law of the land. So how do we do that? There are multiple pathways to victory this November. The campaign is planning to play offense in the competitive blue wall states of Michigan, Wisconsin, and my home state of Pennsylvania, as well as the Sun Belt states of North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. We will harness the incredible infrastructure we have been building for the past year. We currently have more than 250 campaign offices in the states. We will employ 1,500 staff by the end of this month alone. And last week, the DNC announced a $15 million investment in the battleground states to support the election efforts. Together, we are reaching millions of voters across America, letting them know what's at stake this November. It's an army of organizers, volunteers, and messengers, including all of you. Women will win this election, but remember, this group is a one cog in the wheel. Together, we all become Women for Harris, and we have to see ourselves as women who are united. We are one party, one fight. Women are some of the best relational organizers out there.
Yeah.
As Shannon said. So let's talk to your friends.
Adam Ski. Also, I love the idea that you can become a VP by sucking people off. It's actually amazing how stupid you people are. Well, look at her record, dude. She literally fucked a politician to get where she is today. Look up Willie Brown. He was fucking her. Like I think he gave her a BMW, and he like they were fucking while he was married and shit. Like it's the whole thing. Yeah, that does happen.
And family and your co-workers.
Like it was the only reason Hillary Clinton was even regarded to be a potential president, because her husband was president.
It's about the stakes of this election. Let them know why this is personal to you. When people talk about messaging, tell them we are the messengers. So when you're at your summer barbecues and people ask why you're backing Kamala Harris, tell them it's simple. As she says in her amazing new campaign video out today, we choose freedom. Freedom not to just get by, but to get ahead. Freedom to make decisions about our own bodies. Freedom to love who we love. Freedom to live without gun violence. Vice President Harris' work as a prosecutor has put her up against people and corporations who break the law. Her advocacy
And also puts her up against black men who did absolutely nothing. Oh, God. She fought a bunch of black men who smoked some weed and put them in prison for slave labor.
for the LGBT
Oh, my God.
and for women's health, gave her firsthand experience with the issues that will save
Oh, Kyle R., it's bad, Willie Brown, empty as balls in the whole damn town. Goddamn,
our
that's a good
society's
one.
future. And her career path has shown millions of girls and women that anything is possible. So let's care.
As long as you suck cock. He's shown millions of women and girls that everything is possible as long as you suck a dick. This OnlyFans generation ain't going nowhere. Like you got the chick who's being revered as like potential first female president who got where she is by sucking dick, and then you got all this got this new culture where sucking dick is seen as like a good thing as long as it advances your life. Yeah. This generation is not going nowhere. Not applicable. $2 super chat. Harris put more brothers in servitude than Trump. Oh, God damn it.
The torch that has been passed to us with pride, with courage and conviction, and let us remember our why for the work we are doing. Thank you so much.
Monster Mangler Vice did an interview with a man who was completely innocent, and Kamala only showed up at his conviction and sentencing. Yeah, you know what that was? I gotta watch that video one of these days.
Thank you, Virginia. You're the best. Can we put the link to donate up in the chat one more time? I'm going to walk everyone through, I'm getting texts from my mom that she's like, I don't know how to get the link out of the chat. So open the little bubble.
You're lagging again.
And if my mom doesn't know how to do it, your mom doesn't know how to do it. So we're going to click on the bubble that says chat.
Retro Game Reaper. Jay, who's a politician you would suck? Could be past or current and best looking. Ain't no good looking fucking politicians. There aren't any, show me a fucking candidate who looks like Jonathan Majors. There ain't none. So I would say none, because ain't none of them good looking.
We're going to highlight this link that says secure.
Oh my God, they're lagging again. This is so sad.
Kamala Harris. We're going to hit Control C. We're going to paste it into our browser, and that should open the link to donate. And then when you're done with that, you're going to put it in a text or an email to 5 friends, and you're going to tell them that you're on a call with these amazing women and you are matching the next 50K. Thanks, Pink. All right, so let's do it. Let's get that 50K fast so we can get our next match in. So let us know. Let us know if you want to donate for a match, and let's get it.
Mac, Brendan Herrera. Oh, is that Latino dude who's also like a gun nut and right winger? You know what? Yeah, okay. That's one. That's fucking one. You got one. That's one guy who's at an appropriate age and good looking. That's it. Other than that, no, there's nothing. Adamski's talking again. Didn't Trump literally call for the Central Park 5 to be executed? I think anyone would have in that situation if you heard about the crime. I think a lot of people, he was jumping the fucking gun, hearing about some shit like that. It's human to be fucking irrational in the moment about some shit like that. And plus, was he president at the time? Did he put in some kind of fucking order for him to execute it? No. He was just some guy talking shit. Oh, wait. Neem, $5 super chat. VP is responsible for NASA. Kamala's ineptitude is responsible for those astronauts stranded in space. Right. That's right. And they're not going to be rescued until next year. Yeah, after the fucking... Yeah, after... after the fucking election. We can't do anything now. I'm too busy not debating Trump and not doing what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I'm too busy to help you survive. That's some bullshit. Well, that alone should be like, nah, I'm not voting for your stinking ass. Holy Fauci, bro, the Central Park Five did some horrendous shit. I gotta look more into that, to be honest, because I'm seeing it from like the assumption that they were innocent. The assumption that they were innocent. But I gotta look into that situation more. But even from my perspective, like an uninformed perspective, like a surface level perspective, if they were innocent, he was just talking shit and jumping the gun, like a lot of people, assuming that they were innocent. But if they weren't innocent, then nothing he said was wrong then, and to stop fucking bringing that shit up, because I don't care. Just a Girl 199 super chat. Why do these women look like wine drunk? Like, you know why? Because they are.
Moving along, and you can
Gaming Caveman. They was guilty as fuck. Like I said, I'm gonna look that shit up again. Drunken Cowboy. They save him faster, but the astronauts were probably Republicans.
Okay, our next speaker is Congresswoman Alyssa Slatkin of Michigan. She is a former CIA officer. She's running for Senate in Michigan against a Trump-endorsed Republican, and she has been a staunch protector of healthcare access and reproductive justice. She is one of my favorite people in Congress. Alyssa Slatkin, welcome.
Hey, everybody. Great to see everyone here. I don't know what's going on, but you got a lot of Michiganders on this call, a lot of Michiganders speaking, Mallory McMorrow, Haley Stevens coming on. And
Michiganders.
Michigan is a perfect example of what we're all trying to do here tonight, which is we elected a shit ton of women.
Adamski, they were proven to be innocent, I'm pretty sure. From what I heard, no, you know what? I saw that video of Judge Joe Brown talking about it, and like how the father came down to the precinct or some shit. There was some fight. Oh God, like I said, I gotta look it up again. But I'm pretty sure I heard that they weren't as innocent as people said they were. But like I said, I gotta look it up again. But I already, put out another viewpoint of that scenario. So,
and we elected a lot of women in our state when people told us we couldn't elect women up and down the ticket. Michigan currently has a Democratic.
Oh my God. This is just sad. That crazy guy 39. What do you think of Tim Waltz? You know what? There was somebody said something real fucking funny. Like he was doing some spastic shit in some kind of video. I think it was at like some kind of Harris rally or whatever. And someone said something so fucking accurate but so fucked up. He said, "You can't tell me this motherfucker isn't a violent pedophile." Like, this dude doesn't do horrible things to children. I was like, you know what? That sounds about right. And then there was that video of him, like, he's got like a special needs son. I don't know how special needs he actually is, but like, he yanked the kid. He had this like really annoyed look on his face, and he yanked his kid when he was lagging behind a little bit. Like, that wasn't kosher to me. So yeah, this dude, he gives me creep vibes. So, there's that. And then there's a stolen valor thing, oh no, it's Rapinoe. Oh, that bitch.
Sorry, I think I lost everybody. Can you hear me now?
Adamski. I don't care much about Harris. She's just better than Trump. No. No. You're talking to somebody who fucking I don't want to say lived through, because that just sounds like some bullshit. But like, you're talking to someone who actually experienced, we experienced 4 years of a Trump presidency. Like, you can't tell me, how is she better and like we're worse off now with her in her position? She could easily do something about what the fuck is going on now, and she just doesn't. She's leaving astronauts in space to die until the fucking election is over. But she's better than Trump. Like, come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
So guys, if that happens, just let your thing boot right back up. Just let it breathe and reboot, and we'll start to see those.
Oh, wait, Adamski, I also support her. I won't vote for her because I can't. Oh my God, you're not even 18. Get the fuck out, bro. Oh, this is what I'm saying. Like, oh, see, I can't take anything a teenager says seriously. I'm gonna vote for this person because they're better than this person. Okay. But see, have you done any research on these people, any of these fucking people? Like when Trump was president, how, like, because like you're not 18. Let's assume for a second you're 17. That means 8 years ago, you were like 9 when Trump was president. So I'm like, how the fuck would you have? Do you have anything to compare this era to? You don't. When you were 9, you didn't give a shit about the fucking economy. You didn't give a shit about what was going on. What do you have to compare from then to now? You don't. You were 9. You were a child. Morton McFork, but J. Trump is literally Hitler, and it's literally her turn. Tom, what about third-party candidates? Like, I don't really give a shit. Like, I mean, if you want to vote for him, that's cool. It's like I said, I don't care. I'm not really against a third-party candidate at all. Adamski, no, I mean, I'm not a U.S. citizen. Oh, well, that shit. Disregard your opinion completely. Are you kidding me?
Keep going up, but sorry, keep going, Alyssa.
No problem. So we elected.
Oh, he's 19. Still though. Still, you were a child when Trump was president. How the fuck would you know what the hell went on? Oh, our country was, all you know is what your parents or anyone adult around you possibly told you. Oh God. So I'm 19 and I don't even live in America. Like, that's the double whammy of I don't give a fuck about what you have to say about politics.
A lot of women. That's the bottom line in Michigan. But I just want to say, because I think what I've heard is that there's a lot of people on this call who maybe aren't that political, who haven't been in the middle of the fight for a long time, who don't have that advocacy issue that you're championing, and that you just like heard from a friend about the Zoom and got on. I know we have a lot of people like that. So I want to speak directly to those folks, because I know it's overwhelming to sort of think about how to get involved for the first time. So I will be honest, you heard I'm a national security person by training, and I was very apolitical. I worked for whoever's my commander in chief. I was at the Pentagon. I did 3 tours in Iraq.
Pentagon.
Politics was not part of my life. And then 2016.
I worked for the Pentagon, but politics weren't a part of my life. How do you expect people to fucking believe that? I didn't really care politically. I worked for the Pentagon. These motherfuckers really think women are stupid.
I did not understand how to get involved in politics. That I came home to my family farm in Michigan, a pretty red area, and I Googled local Democratic club, and there was no club in my town. I actually found an indivisible club, and that was the first time I engaged at all in anything political. And the truth is, there is no right way to do this. There's no formula. There's no like perfect model. You just make it up. You make it up how to best be useful. And I represent an area that's pretty purple, that swings back and forth, and that tends to be Republican leaning. And I just want to say, particularly to women,
I have no allegiances. When I kill people, it's for like, it could be for anybody. Who gives a shit? Man, I'd drop her from the fucking call. Like, what, bitch?
In areas like that, it can be very, very difficult to be the only open-minded, progressive Democrat person in your town, in your area. We know in 2018, in my first campaign, we knew of 2 fake book clubs where the women would tell their husbands that they were going to book club every Tuesday, and they would come volunteer at our office. So I want to just put a plug in that for what it can be to have one woman take a risk and put like a yard sign out for Kamala Harris, what it means to just do one little thing in a community that's not used to having like people out about being Democrats or being more open-minded about things. I really encourage you to think about what you can do in your community. And you heard a bunch of different ideas. Every friend group has like that person. They have that one woman, that one person who like knows a little bit more than everybody, who follows it a little bit closer, and everyone comes to them and says, who should I vote for? What should I do? How do I get involved? Be that person in your friend group. Just like pay attention and get engaged a little bit more than you usually do, and be that woman who like knows where to get the yard sign and knows how to get on the Zooms and knows how to donate and all those things. And then lastly, I will just say, I think we all know that the enthusiasm, and there's been real enthusiasm on the ground here in Michigan. Like I had a bunch of University of Michigan students come up to me in the airport, like, we're so excited, we're registering, we're getting involved. Like the energy is a very real thing. But the fight is beginning. It is beginning, despite the fact that we've had like 3 really dramatic weeks here, and it feels like so much. In swing states, this is by no means a done deal. Even polling that came out today shows that we still have our work cut out for us. So I appreciate everyone on this call doing that work. Take that same strategic vision that you use in your own life to do your own things, to doing just a little bit more, and bring your kids. I can't tell you how much it influences your kids later in life when they know that their mom was engaged. So bring your kids.
Indoctrinate your kids. That's great. Oh God. Like, you know what the weird thing is? I haven't seen like Trump do any level of like this brainwashing shit. Like, bring your kids. Bring your kids. So we can get that red wave going forever. 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 This fucking creepy shit.
And then be that person in your friend group and take it to an area that maybe isn't as democratic as some of our cities. Take it.
Jake Bobber, I really hope Kamala doesn't win. I don't want the first lady president to be a middle-aged AOC. True.
To a place where maybe there's a bunch of women at home. They all feel a certain way. They just don't feel empowered to talk about it in kind of mixed company. Those are the women who need to see leadership. So thank you for showing that leadership. Have a great night.
Thanks, Alyssa. Thanks, everyone. I'm really excited to announce that we are at $1.5 million. And for the folks watching on YouTube, shout out to our YouTube people who are sick of the Zoom link dropping. And at the beginning, we were over capacity on Zoom. They could only have 100,000 people on Zoom. So we had to move people over to YouTube. So we're just like breaking the internet. We're breaking the DNC's donation links, we're breaking Zoom. I hope we don't break YouTube. Next, I'm excited to introduce a very exciting speaker, and stay on because we have even more exciting speakers ahead. We're about halfway through and we have so many amazing, powerful women that we want to get to. Connie Britton, Golden Globe and Emmy nominated actress and activist. She has warmed all of our hearts playing my personal favorite fictional character, Tammy Taylor, on Friday Night Lights. Welcome, Connie. You're on mute.
I forget how the
Oh my God, that's so cringe when I end up being on mute.
internet works. Oh yeah. Hi everybody. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real tight, guys. But I am so incredibly thrilled and excited to be here. This is just an incredible group of people, an incredible evening for all of us to be together. And interesting, white women. I mean, here we are. I have to admit, when I was writing stuff down, I was like,
white women. It's so interesting.
Why is it so difficult, as Glennon was saying, to acknowledge and address ourselves as white women? But here we are, and I am so proud for all of us to be together as women, as white women. We are the ones that have the privilege, of course, and we too have had to fight and continue to fight for our equality, our selfhood, our freedom. But we have whatever privileges our male white male counterparts have had the mercy and good sense to bestow on us. And then whatever else of it we have managed to take for ourselves, often being led by, as many have said earlier tonight, the leadership of our sisters of color who have fought and continue to fight for their righteous place on God's green earth. So I am here tonight embracing.
Yeah, this reminds me of that fucking that video. It's like a back-to-back thing where they're asking like these college age white kids, like what the fuck were they asking? Do you think voter ID laws are racist? And they're like, yeah, because sometimes they don't know how to use a computer, or sometimes they don't have like the transportation facilities to get an ID. Sometimes it just might be like a hard topic for them to understand. And then it cuts to the same dude asking, the interviewer asking a bunch of black people, like, do you have an ID? Or voter ID laws racist? And they were like, no, why the fuck would anyone think that? It's just, oh my God. Oh.
Myself in your incredible, profound white women midst, because we've got a fucking job to do, y'all. And my life experience shows me that often as women, we have to blow our lives up in order to truly know ourselves, empower ourselves, free ourselves. This is because my life experience tells me the structures of the culture are deeply defined for us, and we must behave within the confines of these structures. Of course, these structures were created by men to benefit them, so oftentimes the only way we can break free from them
no, it's to benefit everybody. And I love how like we have all this privilege. I wonder if it had anything to do with all these structures that were built up by men to benefit you. To benefit everybody, actually. But to benefit you, like, yeah, like one minute they're like, oh, privilege, and then all this privilege that we have because white, but then it's like, oh, the men set up everything up to only benefit them. Like, which is it? Which is it, bitch? Which fucking is it?
Is by literally blowing them up, which my life experience tells me often looks like bad behavior. But it is, in fact, an act of deep self-love. On Sunday, when Biden stepped down from his run for president and endorsed Kamala Harris, the world blew up. Did you feel it?
No,
it was
bitch.
Seismic. Cosmic even. It was for sure.
Did you feel the world blow up?
For sure. Bigger than the structure.
I'm pretty sure it was just I'm pretty sure what you felt, that seismic event, was just menopause destroying your womb, just blowing up every fucking, and just steadily like blowing up each one of your eggs one by one.
Put in place that got us in this horrible position we're in as a country and a democracy, and frankly bigger than the structures that have kept Kamala relatively quiet for the past 3 years. Girlfriend had to blow some shit up. And since then, have you seen it? Have you seen Kamala glisten in the brilliance and
don't say glisten? What the fuck is wrong? Have you seen her glisten? No, white woman, no. I have not. I don't want to see that. Willie Brown saw her glisten, and I think that's the last person who should fucking see it.
For true power and leadership. And what does that feel like? Feels like self-love.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You are an actor. Stay acting. Stay acting. Or a Master DX. All this glaze.
When we are capable of opening up to our own voices and gifts, can access a love.
The writer's quill. We love our sisters of color. That's why we had a separate, segregated space for us to pat ourselves on the back while pretending to be modern day abolitionists.
Of self that is reflective and fungible and can shine outward to unknown depths. Which brings me back to us. Beautiful, beautiful white women. Here we are, gathered together, over 100,000 strong on all of the interwebs, contemplating how we too rise up from this beautiful, glistening rubble of opportunity.
Stop saying glisten.
Self, family, community,
You nasty
life,
bitch.
democracy, and country. We've been given permission to love ourselves enough to see a different future as of Sunday and to fight like hell for it. And as we fight like hell and celebrate and speak out for Kamala, let's just remember who she is. And
a cunt.
Incredibly lawyer and prosecutor who,
you know, locked up innocent black people, which as white women, we just love. Thank God those bullet bags are being put in their place. Oh my God.
was also Attorney General.
Oh, oh my God, Arcono, glistening white woman power.
Who was also a senator, who was also vice president and is also vice president, who took down criminals and stood up for the rule of law above all else. And oh yeah, she's a woman, which only means as we think about bringing in young voters, people of color, of every different background, ethnicity, and life experience, and yes, perhaps most daunting of all, our fellow white women and men, because she is a woman, she also will listen and lead with empathy, integrity, and the power of
Like Max says, J-Lo, wait, this isn't white girls carpet munching ebonies number 3.
Trust this moment, my fellow white women, my friends, so many of you I know are out there right now. Let it carry you forward bravely, defiantly, for all of those who have come before you, for all the times you wish you'd fought harder, had more courage, could have changed the world for your sons and daughters and loved ones. Trust that this moment is the opportunity for a movement of unity and righteousness. Stand proud in self-love as the leader you have been called to be. I know we can all do it together. Thanks for being here, guys. And now I want to introduce a leader who has inspired me for most of my life, starting as college roommates in Beijing, China in 1986. Kirsten Gillibrand taught me at a very young age what a brilliant, funny, sexy, self-possessed leader can look like. And she remains that inspiration to this day with her tireless and incredibly groundbreaking work in the Senate. So here comes, I think, as far as I know, my friend Kirsten Gillibrand.
Thank you, Connie. Senator?
Is she there?
She's on the call. I'm just going to give her a second. Are you there, Senator?
Oh my God, this is cringe.
Okay.
Did we catch her off?
Exactly. That is the pause that we'll take. Everybody, let's take this time to go donate for our favorite college roommate duo, Connie and Senator Gillibrand.
Maybe take this time to text your college roommate and make sure that they're donating or that they're on here.
Everyone think of their college roommate.
Imagine them calling a college roommate live on air. And she's like, bitch, are you calling me a fucking again? When you called me a tar baby colobus monkey in college and stole my fucking boyfriend because you wouldn't stop harassing him about his BBC at the kegger. I thought we were done then, but I guess, oh yeah, you want to fucking virtue signal for all your black women's, and then which has resulted in you calling me. You phony bitch, and then click.
Get her up on your phone. Okay, while we're waiting for Senator Gillibrand, I would like to introduce Congresswoman Haley Stevens of Michigan's 11th District. Representative Stevens is a passionate advocate for unions and women and innovation and manufacturing.
Morton McFork. Is this about your pyramid scheme again, Brittany?
Hello, thank you so much.
Oh, God. That was so out of like, oh my God, that hit me. Hello, that fucking vocal fry. Hang on a sec.
For unions and women and innovation and manufacturing. Thank you so much for being with us, Congresswoman.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much. And I think I'm not the only one who has been on a Zoom with 100,000 people in support of our next president. I have to tell you all, I took out my credit card and donated because I want to be a part of history alongside all of you. And you are absolutely right, Liz, that the drum is beating, the snowball is rolling, and we are rolling our girl, Kamala Harris, all the way to the White House. And just earlier today, here in my humble district of Oakland County, Michigan, the district that's going to
That's as close to Oakland as she has ever gotten.
roll out the most Democratic votes of any congressional district in Michigan. That's my goal for our girl, our next president. And I was with a host of Democrats in a community called Troy. And just 6 years ago, and Mallory McMorrow knows this, Troy, Michigan was red.
Oh, Billy F. 199 super chat. Oh my God, what is that on screen? Damn.
They had a red city council, they had a red state senator, a red rep, a red congressperson. It was all on the other side. And then in 2018, as Alyssa Slotkin mentioned, people went to the ballot box. And every single person on their ballot was a woman. And at first, in 2018, it felt a little whoa. It felt a little like, can we really have this many women running for office? Like, does that make sense? Like,
Adamski, okay, I'm tired and now my head hurts. See you gooners. Well, you shouldn't have been simping for Kamala in chat. That'll happen. That'll give you a fucking headache. Mac, Jalen Bone, don't do heroin.
Mallory McMorrow's.
Oh, Mr. Rich, low pitch, $2 super chat. She sounds like Hubert from Futurama. Damn.
A car designer, and Alyssa Slotkin was in the CIA, and Dana Nessels running for Jonathan Benson for Secretary of State, and Governor Whitmer and Stevens. Like, who are these women? They're really qualified. And they want to protect.
So I'm guessing that they're not.
So as I'm sitting here with all you and watching these donations flow and watching us just begin what we're going to take all the way to the ballot box in November, I just got a groove going. And I might have been pink.
I got a groove going.
And you don't want to hear me sing, okay, because I was most improved choir singer back in middle school and it ended at that. But, you know, like Kamala's, what are they saying now? Kamala's brat. Kamala's.
Oh my God. Oh God. Whoever like was the piece of shit that came up with that brat shit, you need to go. You just need to go. You need to get the fuck out of here. Out of wherever the fuck you're at, just go. Leave. Forever. I don't want to fucking see you or hear you. Because that shit is the cringiest fucking shit. Ugh.
What are they saying now? Kamala's brat.
Kamala's brat. Like, what the fuck? What is this woman? Ew. Ew. That was so fucking cringe. That was disgusting.
What are they saying now? Kamala's brat.
Kamala's brat.
Kamala's gun safety.
And like the fucking hands in the air. And like the suburban white woman cringe demeanor. That makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? Hang on. It's like Kamala's brat. Hang on. I don't know if I'm able to like send it. I hope I am. I hope I can send it. All right, hang on. I'm sending something in chat right quick, just for ha-has. You got to bear with me. Oh. Yep, just give me a sec, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go.
Kamala's a strong middle class. Kamala's leadership. Kamala is the vision of the future. Kamala.
Queen of Games. I looked it up and the brat meme with Kamala is trending. What the fuck? Oh my god. No. The great and powerful DC 199 super chat. Next she's gonna say Kamala is very demure. Yeah, what is up with that meme? I've never heard. I've been hearing that shit. I don't get it. I'm getting old. Morton McFork. Sorry, Jay, but we already made the joke.
Is our reproductive rights. Kamala is the ticket. And Kamala is the one who our daughters, who our sons, who this next generation, and I know some of you, have your young kids with you who are sitting right next to you watching this Zoom.
Nope.
In the rally of America, following from the Black Women for Kamala Zoom, which was like the start of all of this and really cool. And of course, our friend Shannon Watts took this over. But they're watching us and they're counting on us. And we know that as women, we know we're so connected to the next generation. Nancy Pelosi talks about that, the vision of our children.
Oh, wait, I missed some super chats. Not applicable, $2 super chat. This bitch doesn't even own a motorcycle, I promise. It says Laura Hugel donated, and I can't I don't see it. Unless it just went through. Hang on a sec. Like it said she sent a super chat, but I don't fucking see it. Oh, damn. See, I don't see it. What the fuck? Or did it say something else? Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, Laura Hugel sent $3 on Streamlabs. Thank you, Laura Hugel. Thank you. That's. I think that was the notification I was saying. Okay, that's weird. I never see them send a notification through my Streamlabs thing though, so that's weird. But yeah, okay. Thanks, Laura Hugel.
Vision of who our next president is going to be. And look,
Laura Hugel, YouTube isn't letting me send super chats, huh? That's fucking weird. Oh, YouTube's being uncool again.
I was so proud to support Joe Biden.
Of course you were.
For him, the Biden-Harris ticket, moments before he said he was suspending his campaign. And folks, it has made it so easy. Because this president and this vice president who led us through a pandemic, who regrew our economy, who invested in...
Are you fucking on crack? Oh, you bitches.
And this vice president who led us through a pandemic, who...
Led us. Oh my God. I can't let that shit slide. Oh my God.
Regrew our economy, who invested in infrastructure, who invested in veterans, who passed the first common sense gun safety legislation through the Congress in 30 years. He said, join me. I got one more thing to ask of you, America. I've got one more thing to ask of you. Take that leadership upon yourself and vote for my friend Kamala Harris. Vote for my vice president. So we are on the precipice of something big. So many of you are texting me. I'm loving it, by the way.
Holly Fauci or Fauch. Jay, this is white women for Harris. Of course they're on crack.
And I'm getting the notes that it feels like we are a part of something big and great, and we are. The world is watching, the next generation is watching. We're continuing to donate, Liz. We're going to knock doors. By the way, I know a lot of you are like, how do I do this? What should I do? Let me leave you with this. Get involved with your local Dem Club. Come visit Michigan. Come
Wanwick, there's no such thing as common sense gun control. Fuck you.
with me. Okay, because I'd love to have you. Mallory would love to have you. My governor, Gretchen Whitmer, would love to have you. Go to Wisconsin and knock doors. Get involved with your local Dem Club. Roll up your sleeves. And if you can't travel, donate. Talk to people.
Billy F, $4.99 super chat. This is the train wreck I predicted, but sadly I have to go to bed. Good night, Jay. Hope I can catch the next NOC. Good night, Billy F, and thank you for the super chat.
Call your relatives that you haven't talked to in a while. You'd be.
You know what? We got through like the cringiest part with her. The cringiest parts. Let's see if we can skip.
Shout out the next 20 or so people that give.
Where's Rapinoe? I want to hear what she has to say.
So let's go. And I think we have Senator Gillibrand now with us. Yeah?
We do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here.
I can't get over this shit. Kamala's brat. I can't get over this shit. That was terrible.
May gave you a beautiful introduction.
He
But
sure
did. I would love to introduce from the great state of New York, my senator for 10 years, and one of my favorite women in politics, Senator Gillibrand.
Who?
Thank you so much. And thank you, Connie, for the great introduction. I don't know how many war stories Connie has told you, but...
You know, I'm going to skip the politicians. Get to the Rapinoe bitch. I want to hear what she has to say.
She's here. She's just muted.
Oh, Senator Gillibrand, can you unmute yourself?
Hi.
Are
you able to unmute her? Did we get kicked off? Are we back on?
Something happened.
We're back. Okay. Well, I was just talking about Kamala, so I will just continue. She's tough, she's smart, she's creative, she's effective. She's a strong leader who will.
She's got, strong knees.
Country in a very strong direction, and she's somebody who knows how to get things done. I watched her in the Senate do bipartisan work across the aisle, tough negotiating, but bringing people to get things done. I watched her in the Senate Judiciary Committee cross-examine Brett Kavanaugh better than anyone ever could. I watched her have extraordinary stature and knowledge on foreign policy and security.
Private name. Also, Kamala said black kids don't know how to use computers in a meeting. Yeah, I heard about that.
Because she sat on the Intelligence Committee. In fact, I have her seat. So when she left the Intelligence Committee, I went on the Intelligence Committee. And so she is ready to take this leadership role. She is ready to be the commander in chief. The stakes couldn't be higher in this election. I don't need to tell the women on this call. Obviously, gun control is on the ballot. Are we going to keep making progress against gun violence? Are we going to continue to prosecute traffickers who are bringing weapons into our communities? Because of
traffickers bringing that's what we should care about. Traffickers bringing in or out of the community. Fucking guns, and not human beings.
The bipartisan law that both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris signed into law. We've already arrested 300 traffickers.
Yeah, and the anti-sex, human and sex trafficking law that Trump put into place has been completely dismantled. I wonder why. Well, let's skip this bitch. Oh, come on, Rapinoe. Be cringe for me, baby.
We need to. This is what I wrote down during the call. Can you see it? Is it blurred? Oh, I thought that was going to be so much cooler. It says flip the house. We need.
It's blurred. Symbolism.
To flip the house. And turning out voters for Kamala means we can do that. And how do we do that? Money. So we are up to $1.7 million. We have 17,000 individual donors. Karen Hawkins from Austin, Texas just did 5K. Keep those 5K coming and I'll shout you out. Oh, Pink, you're raising your hand. Would you like to say something? No, Yes. Okay.
Oh God.
And I'm excited to introduce our next speaker, Leah Greenberg, co-founder and co-executive director of Indivisible.
Thank you, Liz. It is such a pleasure to be here with you all tonight. Hi, y'all. I'm Leah Greenberg. I'm co-founder of Indivisible. We got started in 2016, shortly after the election of Donald Trump, when a lot of people, and specifically, I should name for this call, a lot of white women realized that they needed to start showing up and they needed to start organizing in partnership and solidarity with communities of color and women of color who'd been organizing for a long time. So if you've been in this fight for a long time, or if this is your very first toe in the water, well, you're welcome. And
Single player Carl, I hope I'm not niggly late. Yeah, you're very late. Like, the stream's gonna be over soon. Like in well, actually I have like 32 minutes of the video left.
You are needed. Now, a lot of people,
and like some of this I think I'm gonna be skipping.
Talking about why we gotta show up. No.
Yeah, you know, I'm skipping this bitch. Wait, hang on.
Takeover ties to Donald Trump document. Public. No, she talks Project 2025. Now, if you've been watching Vice President
Single player Carl, these are some pure alabaster looking bitches.
And Harris's speeches, you know, she talks about Project 2025 a lot. But what is it? It is a 900-page document.
It is actually a liberal psyop.
Published by the Heritage Foundation, a powerful conservative think tank with close ties to Donald Trump. It is a MAGA movement wish list. It is a radical plan to take over the American government and remake it in their vision. Since it's 900 pages, I am not going to summarize every single terrible idea, but I'm going to boil it down to 4 big things they are going to do. First, they are going to come for your rights and freedoms. They're going to go after anti-discrimination and so
They're gonna come after anti-discrimination. They're gonna make you be discriminatory against people because that's something that he can just do. And I don't believe for a second he's gonna like, oh, anti-discrimination laws, we don't need those. We don't need those, especially considering the fact that he fought against discrimination at oh my god, what the fuck was it? It was that he fought against discrimination in a country club that he frequented. Because they weren't letting black people in, and he put a stop to that shit. But yeah, he'll totally take our right to anti-discrimination away because this white woman says so.
Rights laws, the stuff that protects communities of color, women, LGBT people from discrimination in housing and education in the workplace. They're going to functionally ban medicated abortion and restrict access to contraception.
They're gonna ban abort. Like, how many times we gotta go fucking through this? That's not gonna happen. And like I said, this didn't age well because Trump clarified that, yeah, I'm not banning abortion. We left it up to the states, and it's up to them now. Like, stop fucking asking me about this shit.
Give state governments the right to monitor your pregnancy.
Bread last. They're gonna come after your rights and freedom. Yeah, American Democrats have recently been so well known for loving freedom.
And prosecute you potentially if you miscarry. So that's first, we're coming for your freedoms. Second, they are going to sabotage or eliminate the agencies and the programs that we rely on to lead healthy, safe lives. They're going to gut Medicaid, Medicare, student loan forgiveness programs, food assistance for poor kids. They're going to go after our public.
They want poor kids to starve to death. Like, do you expect us to believe this shit? And considering the fact that you let all these fucking migrants in, and they're taking resources away from the people that already fucking need it. Yeah, see, y'all seem more like the people who don't want poor people to thrive than the other side. At least for right now. Just saying. Batgirl Wild 7, white women, white women.
By sabotaging the Department of Education. They're going to destroy the EPA's ability to protect our air and water. They'll even go after stuff that you might not realize.
Honestly, the environmental shit can wait. We got bigger shit to worry about. Like, the economy is a bigger fucking issue. I'm sorry, but it is. The immigration thing and the economy, the two most important fucking things. We gotta make sure we don't smell exhaust outside our house. Like, it's like, climate change. Like, shut the fuck up.
You depend on. Do you ever check the weather on your phone? That data, that comes from NOAA, the Federal Weather Service.
She's such a fucking robot, by the way. She is not a human being.
They are going to get rid of Noah. So, good luck.
They're gonna get rid of the information, like the weather. We can't just fucking walk outside or watch the news where they have weather updates on the news. Bonesaw is ready, so on average there are 800,000 abs a year. Why is there so much focus on something that affects a minority of women when talking about women's issues? Oh, yeah, I guess you mean abortions. Oh. But because, I don't know, like I said, women have been brainwashed to think that's the most important goddamn thing in their lives. I gotta be able to abort a kid. Like, as long... But see, that's the thing. You encourage women to, like, lose self-control and think that they could do whatever the fuck they want without repercussions. And then tell them that, oh, abortion, you need that. You need that. So so you don't hammer into girls' heads at an early age. Yeah, use condoms, use birth control, or maybe just not fuck people that you don't like and procreate with people you don't like. Instead, you just, if you get pregnant, just get a fucking abortion, whatever. Oh, Carl says that's why they need the white women, Jay. Only females can lie so effectively like this. Oh. Kyle R. Donald Trump is going to draw a very realistic looking tunnel on the side of a mountain and then trick you into running into it. Oh, shit. John Goetz, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, gifted 5 J Longbone memberships. Thank you, John Goetz. Oh, Carl was gifted too. Oh, that's nice.
Luck for all of us if we need to know if there's a storm coming towards us. Third, what are they going to do with all the money that they took out of your pocket, out of healthcare, out of education programs, out of environmental protections? They are going to take that money and they're going to turn it into a massive giveaway to corporations and billionaires. Fourth, they are going to give Donald Trump unprecedented powers, concentrating power in the White House in a way that no one has ever had before, removing checks and balances that are the foundational core of our democracy.
Ruling checks and balances. Like, you want to explain what the fuck you meant by that?
So there you have it. They're going to take our rights and freedoms. They're going to gut the
So there you have it. I didn't explain a goddamn thing.
And programs we depend on to live good lives. They're going to give money to rich and corporations, and they're going to hand Donald Trump unprecedented power. They've got a vision of the world where white men are on top, rich white men are on top, and all the rest of us are under their control. They wrote it all down and they put it on the internet. Now, I bet you, like me, have people in your life who say, we had 4 years of Donald Trump. It wasn't terrible. We could.
Exactly. It's not that it wasn't terrible. It was actually pretty good. So I wonder what she's got for this. What have you got for us?
Go through that again. Here's why Project 2025 is so important. You know how a lot of us did not think that Donald Trump was going to win in 2016? Donald Trump didn't think he was going to win either. He was not prepared. His people were not prepared. They were nasty and vicious and bigoted, but they were not prepared to come in on day one.
Yeah, see, now that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, they were really honing in on winning, but they were not prepared to win. You see, yeah, and see, his administration for 4 years proves otherwise. So I don't even, just stop it. Just stop with this bullshit.
They didn't have a plan. That lack of organization, it gave us the space to organize, to fight back, to hold off some of the harm. They are not going to make that mistake again.
Hold off some of the harm. We're not going to specify what it was, though.
If Trump gets elected, they got the plan. 900 pages of step-by-step actions they're going to take to dismantle the parts of the federal government they don't like, weaponize the parts of the federal government that they can use to go after our rights and freedoms. Now, right now, Donald Trump is doing his best to distance himself from Project 2025. And that is for a reason. Voters do not like this stuff. It is not popular. Of course, he is trying to get away. Vice President Harris knows this. That is why she is talking about it in her stump speech. That is why she is telling us.
Like he definitely, like, how the fuck did they find out about this shit anyway? Like, if he endorsed it, why is he trying to get, like, yeah, he said, well, voters don't like it. Okay, what voters? Because if it's voters he doesn't give a fuck about, who cares? he don't want y'all. Well, don't like it, but nobody gives a fuck about you. And plus, from what I'm seeing, I think like a few of the things that were listed there, his followers might be okay with. And I mean, if like a few things. So I don't know. Like the whole, like I said, like the whole Project 25 thing seemed like a big fucking psyop anyway. Like a bunch, like a nothing burger bullshit that they made up.
That it is important to talk about our role.
What Gage says right here. Project 25 is a democratic psyop. Yeah, I honestly believe that.
Is to help amplify that message, because we all have people in our lives, right? The swing voter, the person who who might not vote, the person who might vote for a third-party candidate, people who are not paying much attention to politics. They've
a single player crawl. She ran from debates. We saw her run.
Probably never heard of Project 2025. They might not trust the political system. They might not trust political elites for their information, but they might trust you. You are not an elected official. You're not a political consultant. That is your superpower. You are a person with relationships in your community. The contents of this guide of Project 2025 are almost unbelievable, and it is our job to make it feel real. It is our job to make people understand that those really are the stakes. Remember, right up until the day that they got rid of Roe v. Wade, they were claiming there was nothing to worry about, that they weren't serious about it. But they were serious about getting rid of Roe v. Wade, and they are dead serious about putting...
They didn't get rid of it. They didn't get rid of abortion. They left it up to the states. Stop fucking bullshitting.
Project 2025 into action. So we need every voter to know what this election is about. We could have Kamala Harris, a historic candidate with an agenda that delivers for us, or we could have a Project 2025 nightmare. Their vision, Project 25, that's about control. Kamala Harris's vision is about freedom for all of us. And if we tell that story, we're going to win.
Bonesaw is ready. Remember when they tried to sell fake intelligence about Trump being into water sports? Dems think we are goldfish, don't they? 2025 is another scam. True.
Yes, we are. Ladies, we have raised $1.8 million in less than 2 hours. But interestingly, only 12% of our participants here, and we don't even know how many are on YouTube, have donated. So I want everybody to send answerthecall2024.com to your mom, to your aunt, to your sisters, and tell them that we cannot live in a world where Project 2025 is a reality. Talk about Project 2025, send the donation link, and let's get to $2 million. Our next speaker is Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher, representing Texas's 7th Congressional District in the Greater Houston area, and she's the leader of the Pro-Choice Caucus. Welcome, Lizzie.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be with all of you tonight. I'm so excited and so inspired by what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, by this incredible enthusiasm. I am Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher. I'm from Houston, Texas, which is in Harris County. To Christians, it's not after now to be at work. What about things for to don't and everything?
Rapino hasn't said anything. Come on.
Already now.
Arctic ice frost. Remember the reaction to Hillary's loss? Yeah.
$5,000 from Roseanne Donahue, $5,000 from Brene Brown, and $10,000 from Colleen Hess, $5,000 from Leah Volek. So let's keep it coming. I'll keep shouting them out. Now we have my favorite person on the internet. I'm thrilled to introduce our next speaker. There are going to be screams all across America. Ariel Fodor, affectionately known as Mrs. Frazzle, to her combined audience of over 1.
Damn it. I accidentally fucking, oh, look at that face. She looks like she's slowly turning into one of those like rats from the Witches movie. No, like the one rat that Angelica Houston turned into. That one. Jesus Christ.
1.5 million followers is here to help gentle parent us through this election.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am so honored to speak today. I am like shaking to just be among such incredible company. We are here because, as if you were here earlier, you've heard BIPOC women have tapped us in as white women to step up, listen, and get involved this election season. This is a really important time, and we all need to use our voices and influence for the greater good. No matter who you are all influencers in some way. So tonight, I'm going to share some do's and don'ts for getting involved in politics online and navigating the toxicity that comes with it. And spoiler alert, as much as the toxicity outside, it can come from us too. So first, don't isolate yourself. We can do our best work.
Even though that's exactly what we're doing right now.
We're in community together like we are tonight, because the toxic feels smaller when we support each other. But
I'm not surprised people are ducking out of this fucking stream. This is so bad.
Don't make it about yourself. As white women,
don't make it about you. And as white women,
we use our privilege to make positive changes. If you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat.
God forbid you correct a BIPOC thug, savage, Ryan Bannon, because they will shoot you. Ryan Bannon, $2 super chat. This BS is still going. I know.
Listening ears.
Like I think, you know what? If it's not too much, if it's not, if it's okay with you guys, I think after this bitch, I'm gonna cap it, because Jesus.
So, do learn from and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized, and use the privilege you have in order to push for systemic change. As white people, we have a lot to learn and unlearn. So do check your blind spots. You are responsible for your algorithm, believe it or not. Intentionally seek out and share content from BIPOC creators, activists, thought leaders. They should be the leaders of conversations.
What the fuck is a thought leader? That sounds like some dystopian shit.
Whatever you do, don't stay silent on the issues of injustice. Big changes can start with just one person who's brave enough to speak.
One person.
But do know when to walk away from an argument for your own sake. There are some strangers you'll meet online who are persuadable, but some are not. I know when you see some headlines or someone makes a wild claim, it can be really shocking. But do give yourself permission to pause, take a breath, and do a Google search and ask questions. And sometimes we would read stories, and I know I have some of my former students here.
I mean, it won't be a good Google search.
We would learn about a history.
You'll probably look at the AI generated you'll probably look at the AI generated result, and they'll just cap it at that. But do a Google search. Those are always useful. Gauge. Gage, I'm just gonna say Gage, $10 super chat. Been watching your channel ever since you were seeing you on EFAP. Thank you for covering this. The amount of cringe even puts Batwoman to shame. Jesus, yeah, I know. This is horrible. John gets $5 super chat. So just be quiet. Just let them be wrong uncorrected. Also, she meant thought leader. No way this negative charisma half rat has any following. Now, like someone says my camera's off. Yeah, I know, I did that on purpose. I was blowing my nose. I didn't want anyone to see that.
Historical event, and I would ask my students, who is missing from this story? This is not a concept or question that I invented, but it's something that I was taught as a way to decenter the Eurocentric and white voices that are often at the forefront of our history books and our media. And so in a time when misinformation is running wild and AI is on the rise, seek evidence and be a critical consumer of media and information before just sharing it out. Don't feed the trolls. You guys know I have trouble with this one sometimes, but we are all grown-up children. Children seek.
We're all grown-up children of Jesus. Well, I know she would never say that, but I don't know. It just, she got the voice. She sounds like she would say some shit like that.
Bad attention. Trolls are the same. Sometimes walking away is the answer. But that being said, don't expect to get it right every time, because we're going to get it wrong sometimes.
Well, sometimes being all the time.
I have, and I will. And that is part of the process of learning and growing. So be ready for feedback and listen when you're corrected, and model doing your best to repair harm that's done, because a lot of the times being an ally means being willing to be uncomfortable. And no one is
like they don't understand how they sound fucking like arrogant as shit. Oh, just undo the harm that's been caused. Like what harm? Like generational harm, the harm you personally caused. Like what are you saying? Because if you mean like generational harm, that's kind of like, yeah, that's a really fucking egotistical thing to say. Because you can, as you're a white woman, you can do anything. You can fix generational harm by being a condescending cunt.
More uncomfy than someone talking to their bigoted family members. So yes, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room.
I mean, she's already labeling people who are probably right wing in your family like your bigoted family members. Okay.
No pun intended. Get it? Over half of white people, or almost half of white people, voted for Donald Trump both times he ran for president. So you know someone that you need to talk to. Do it. Maybe don't do it. Bubble like I do in my skits. We can save that for when we are among friends, but trust me, they do not like it, and it is not going to help you persuade them. You know someone that you need to talk to. Do it. Maybe don't hit them with a got it, or catch a bubble like I do in my skits. We can save that for when we are among friends, but trust me, they do not like it, and it is not going to help.
We do not like it when we treat them like shit. Oh my god, like so crazy. Like, do you realize I never thought people would hate, like, when you like hate them? She's a twat. I hate her.
But research tells us that personal conversations between friends or family members can be more persuasive than any online debate with a troll or even an advertisement run by a candidate. So remember, I said you are all influencers. However, if Kamala can use brat, I can say
nigger. You can say brat. I should be able to say the N-word. I mean, you know what I mean?
Brat friends, get off the internet, because by talking to your families and friends and community members, you can inspire real change. So I also want to conclude with this. Don't lose hope and don't burn out. We need you and your heart, so take care of yourself. And if somebody knows the broader origin of this concept, please tell me. But as told by the hungover pundit on Twitter, he says, a friend once shared what she called the parable of the choir. A choir can sing a beautiful note impossibly long because singers can individually drop out to breathe as necessary, and the note goes on. Social justice activism should be like that. The fight for justice and equality is long and challenging, but every step forward counts. So stay committed, stay hopeful, and keep pushing for the changes that we need to see. Lean on each other, and especially the wisdom and leadership of BIPOC individuals and
Blue River 199 super chat. Her white supremacy is not giving.
communities. Promote positive actions and allyship, and encourage your friends and followers to get involved, no matter how many or how few you have. And always
Kyle R. Quoting a literally who gimmick Twitter account.
Who is missing from the stories you're being told and the stories that you're sharing, and inspire others and create a ripple effect for change. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Frazzled.
Miss Frazzled.
When you saw her come on screen. Thank you so much for being here.
John gets $5 super chat. Sounds like a parody of a lib, finishing every sentence like a question and condescending like she's talking to a 5-year-old. Cringe personified.
And our final
such a sign of the energy that everybody is feeling, and I think the hope that everybody is feeling. We haven't had that feeling in a long time, and this feels really good. The possibility.
We haven't had that feeling in a long time, which meaning yesterday.
No, not only that we need to do because shit's so crazy, like we cannot have the you know who in there, but also we have the opportunity to be a part of something like absolutely incredible and unprecedented, putting not only a woman but a Black woman in office. If you're not hyped about that, I don't know.
Well, I'm not, bitch.
That's amazing. I know we're both so excited. We got word that we've passed 2 million on the monies and the donations, but they're still coming
How the fuck do you know if you're just a guest here?
in because you're still donating, because I know you guys aren't done yet. We still have about 50,000 people here. So let's keep those rolling in and keep sending them out to everybody. I'm left thinking in this moment, like, how did we get here with Kamala Harris and now she's like running for president? We got here because Kelly Loeffler unwisely tried to dunk on the WNBA, and it went horribly wrong, and they organized, as did all of Georgia, led by the indomitable Stacey Abrams, and flipped those Senate seats and rallied the entire country to get not only Joe Biden, but Kamala Harris in office. And, you know, now here we are. They did such an incredible job. Let us take our cues from them. 40,000 Black women just the other day, like literally in the snap of a finger, win with Black women, getting organized and getting around this. White women, this is our opportunity to show up, not only for ourselves, but for Black women. They've given us the whole playbook on how to show up and energize and be organized and really do the right thing and to tap into all of our networks. So let's just follow their lead. This is going to be an incredible time. It's going to be hard. We all know that, but we can do hard things, right?
No, you're a lesbian.
A couple of things. Everybody has said it, but like organize. Keep talking to people, coffee shops, do a fundraiser, conversations that you have, like you have no idea how many conversations those people are having. So keep doing that. Donate, obviously.
Death You Doom. She's not part Black. She's 100% Indian. Actually, she's 75% Indian and part Irish. But still, yeah, not an ounce of Black in this bitch. I'm sick and tired of people pretending she is. Anti-Cookie Monster 25 PLN. Policy is downstream from culture, law on the books, but one population doesn't support will get selectively applied and then just dropped. J is brat. Thank you. John gets $2 super chat. Indomitable. That election denier lost twice. Mark, what are Kamala's policies again? Well, the first one, the no tax on tip thing, she stole that from Trump. So that's one. Michael Durant, I deserve this. Yeah.
Means donate. Get your friends to donate. Every dollar counts, as we know, and vote. Nothing really matters if you don't vote. So many people and women have fought for our right to.
So many people and women.
Continue to keep that safe and continue to give us the opportunity to live in this amazing country and continue to fight for our country living up to what the promise is. I think Kamala said that the other night, and I loved that. So get out there, vote, make sure you're registered, make sure your friends are registered, everybody. I think probably everybody on this call is, but let's go for the next 100 and some odd days. We need to focus on winning, not policing.
Oh, Michael Durant, the chick who almost ruined soccer. Yeah, didn't her and her team get beaten by a bunch of 15-year-old boys? Yeah, that was special.
Each other to be perfect. Harris's campaign slogan is "Let's win this." So if it doesn't serve that goal, don't waste your energy. We can do this. We can do this. This is just the beginning, but we can do this. There is no other option but to see this through and then stay in the fight to help this administration. So for us, for white women, this is step one. Before we go, I do want to share something that I learned as a WNBA player, as a white player in a predominantly Black league. There were times.
private name, and her parents owned slaves in Jamaica. I think you mean her grandparents, unless it was her parents. But like, yeah, you probably mean her grandparents. I think she is definitely the ancestor of like slave owners. Bonesaw is ready, and a bunch of retired players over 52. Damn.
To step to the front and lead, we had privilege. There were times to step to the back and follow. Each have importance, but you're not always going to get it right. Stay open to both at all times, and you'll definitely find your way. The story of the WNBA and its players, and how we flipped a Senate seat or helped flip one by strategically supporting Reverend Warnock in 2020 has now been told.
Why the fuck are y'all involved in that? MP MPAWS, £5 super chat. The delusion of voting is something I always knew was there, but never fully until Carlin's 1996 stand-up back in town.
Have you guys watched The Power of the Dream? Everybody, sorry, you need to donate and click that link, and then you also need to go to Amazon Prime. Yeah. You need to go to Amazon Prime, you need to click The Power of the Dream. It is unbelievable. It's a masterclass in organization. It's a masterclass in what we're trying to do here as white women, and like exactly what you're saying. So it's also just like incredible, and there's a beautiful Kamala Harris part in there. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry, thanks, babe. Yeah, got you. So the story's been told, and it's compelling. It's clearly inspiring. It was also hard as shit. I mean, it was hard. It was scary. We had days of uncertainty. We had no idea what was going to happen to us, and that was very real. And if you feel those things, it means you're doing it right. It means you're doing it right. So with that, Megan, you want to bring that old thing back? Bring that old thing back. Bring that old. Let's fucking go! There it is.
Kind of a lifelong dream to scream that with Megan Rapinoe. Holy shit. All right, I got some people who took these shout outs seriously. Betty Morningstar donated 10K. Gretchen Burdig donated 10K. Kelly Kinetic donated $6,600. And just
it'd be great if someone donated some laundered money to me, like a good 10K. A good 10K of laundered money. Anyway, yeah, that was horrific. That was a lot to get through. That was worse than the male version. Like, it was. I thought this would be like more funny. I mean, it is. But goddamn, like, yeah, we're gonna cap it right there. So it's like, and we made it before midnight, which I didn't think we'd do. But yeah, we did. Oh yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I'm going to bed. I'm not going to bed, but like going to settle down for the night, and then eventually go to bed. But yeah, thank you for all your super chats, all your comments and well wishes, and thank you to John Getz for all those membership gifts. I still don't know what the fuck that shit is, but thank you anyway. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and suffering through this fucking bullshit. Mackie Sky, you can't leave. I can and I will. My head hurts. Listen to these white bitches. But yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go drool over Jonathan Majors for a while and then go to bed. But yeah, good night, guys. Love ya. I got some more stuff coming out. Just wait for it. Be patient. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I am working on like any fat movies. That's one of the secret projects I've been working on this whole time. And I got some other stuff I'm doing.